What is up, team? Good morning, everybody. If you can hear me, throw those A's in the chat, please. Let's go ahead and throw those A's in the chat so that I can see that we're actually live right now, right? You threw those A's in the chat. How did you do it, team? Are we still connected? We're still good. Okay. All right, good. Just wanted to make sure that the audio was coming through for a little bit there. I was gone. Is the volume still there? Let me know. Let me know that I'm still there, man. Northwest, how you doing? Good to hear. James, how you doing? Northwest, Rocka, good to see you. Jonna, good morning. Rosie Gray Glasses, Julian, Favor, what's up? What's up? Thank you so much, everybody, for coming on by. Katie's, how you doing? Ian Tucker, Teaser, what is up, you guys? Welby, always good to see you, team. Always good to see you. Sebastian Lim, what is up, my dude? Look at this, man. Oh, what's the high today already, dude? Wow. 577. No, that was 599. Ooh, the call. Man, guys, the contracts, the $6 contracts are about to be in the money. Let's go. Let's go. What's up, Lenny? How you doing? RC, what is up? Dude, I don't know if I can pronounce that. I'm sorry. I don't know if I can pronounce that name. So from Berlin, Germany, right? So is that Rizzard? And am I saying it correctly? Yeah, Favor 11, good morning to you as well. And no problem. That's why I'm here, man. Mikey, what is up? All right, you guys. So yeah, how is this pulling? Man, we're actually making that move to the upside, right? Huge resistance coming up at $6. Oh my goodness. So Arca, was that just shorts playing games right at the open? FNGR on the 5-minute time frame? A lot of the times, no, my brother. The thing is that the $6 target is a very psychological target, right? So you're gonna get a lot of people take profit there. And pretty significant take profits. But when people do take profits, there's always going to be a bull on the other side waiting to pick up their shares right away. Let's see, going to listen on the laptop, Viri, FNGR, CENN, GTII, let's go. Let's go ahead and see a couple of those tickers, right? We want to keep an eye on Viri as well. And, oh, good. GTII is moving, team. It is up. It is going. I remember the video that I posted last night, or if you do, right, we were talking about a possible volatility versus momentum setup there as well. Let me go ahead and take a look at the, let's see. Could it be this one? I think I have this one here. Yeah. Okay, so here is where I'm going to have the other tickers as well, right? So let me pull up. We have a few tickers to look at today. Oh my goodness, man. All right, looks like AMC is coming down. Where are the rest of the tickers? Let's go ahead and load up VIRI. Here it is. Okay. So now what is going down with VIRI? Let's pull it up. Oof. Here we go. VIRI making a move to the downside here. The SMA 200 on the 3-hour was a perfect catch at 176. Jeez. Oh my goodness. What is going down? Is there news coming out? No news, nothing just yet. Team, if you are aware of anything that I can't see through the news outlets, please let me know so that we are aware over what's happening here with VIRI kind of shifting to the downside here. Let's go ahead and take a look at the 30-minute time frame and see what's going on. Yeah, we were just consolidating here. Couple ladders down, right? SMA 200 on the 3-hour touch. We are, whoa, look at this. 15-minute and the 5-minute should be up too. All right, the 30-minute is already catching some upside momentum and increasing volatility as well. So, nope, very still waiting on FDA response to the toxicology report. So yeah, and Northwest, actually, Teaser, he has a pretty substantial position on this. So he's always looking out for the updates on VIRI too. So thank you, Teaser, for sharing that with us. Lockup, good morning. Good to see you here. And what is up, Limer 814? How you doing? Yes, it is looking amazing. Yes. So no way, FNGR did it. Check it out, team. It did it. 605, team. Oh man. Hold on. We gotta check what's happening over here with the options contracts. We are now officially in the money, team. $6 contracts from yesterday, September 15th expiry. Team, this is already looking super magical. We are now in the money. Let's go ahead and pull that up. 607 FNGR on Webull if you are curious. Let's see here. Oh, all right. We have to make sure that we're in. Nice. Okay, so we are currently up about 37%. Good deal. Oh man, that's very cool. Yeah, those call options are going to start getting some more open interest pretty soon. Good times, team. Good times. Already printing. And we were already up. We were already up that 25%, 30% yesterday. So today, yeah, today, ooh, good deal. Yes. Yeah. Here we go. Daniel Gonzalez, what's up? And Lockup, mahalo, let's do it. Let's do it is right, my bro. My goodness. Yes. Yes. Okay, team. So, if I can recall correctly from the video yesterday, let me see. Oh yeah, why the hell Spotify? Why do I have Spotify on, man? From yesterday's video, I was just gonna touch down on something real quick. The resistance that we were essentially waiting for. Okay, one of them, 618 to 630. We're already getting super close to that. The high printed was 614. Wow. Okay, very close. I wonder if I did have this noted on the. Remember, I was talking about the bi-monthly and the 3-month. Those were, yeah, that's it. There we go. That's more like it. Okay, so the resistance that I'm looking for today, team, I think we can reach this. I think we can reach it. Okay, that's going to be 646 to 717 with a focus on the center band of my range, 683. Okay, so that's kind of where I'm thinking. Okay, 717 being the very top side of that. Okay, so this is, yeah, there's some serious power right now. 612? Yeah, currently reading 610 over here. They're going to shift around, right? Yeah, it is definitely moving, team. Wow. Oh, my goodness. So, let's go back and see what's happening with the ticker symbol. What was it again? What we were looking? Yeah, we were looking at we want to know why this thing is to the downside. But what I was telling you here is that I'm already seeing some upside pivots. You know what? Let me go ahead and get rid of a couple tickers over here too. Right? We need to make some. We need to make some space. All right. So let me type in that ticker in here just in case. Right? So LIDR. Right? Glad I bought some more on the dip this morning at 557. Whoo, man. Way in the money now. Oh, goodness. It's just this ticker is so explosive. Look at that, team. So this is LIDR reaching the resistance that we were speaking of, right? I guess it is. But we're going to go ahead and find out what's the good deal here. Okay, so let's just bring over ticker symbol VIRI to the front up here where the LIDR ticker is. And let's continue seeing. So upside pivot on the 30-minute. I really would like for the stochastic momentum to be at least pivoted close to the gravitational zone, which would be around the 48% of stochastics, right? So, damn it, man. Guys, it's so close. It's so close to getting it, right? That golden cross. Oh, my goodness. I think it has the power to do the 717 top. 683 is my focus though. But 646 to 717 is essentially your resistance. Okay, so let's get the momentum here up on ticker symbol VIRI up to 48%, because when that happens, then your hourly and your bi-hourly are going to be shifted to the upside with just undeniability. Right? We're increasing volatility. We're getting that little bit of an upside pivot here. I really do think it floored. This could have been a huge shakeout here. And this could be the recovery that we're looking for, right? So we have to keep an eye on the markets. No matter what, we have to keep an eye on it, okay? Because the 30-minute to the bi-hourly are already reactive to what's happening for that dip. Okay, so that means that there's a lot of bull interest in there, okay? So that 3-hour SMA 200, if it wasn't there, That would have been a serious little drop right there, right, team? So yeah, let's go ahead and take a look at ticker symbol TUP, right? So, well, hold on, dude. Hold on just a sec. Hold on just a sec, team. So, yeah, I know. Let's see. All right. So TUP per request. What is it doing? Okay, I mean, team, remember yesterday I was telling you that this retracement is more than likely going to start happening, right? It was just way too cooked, right? So, I mean, now you got people like Sebastian Lim right here playing the puts. His puts are printing right now, right? So, keep an eye. So keep an eye on this, because if this is the case, we absolutely have the power to reach down here to 415 in one session. Okay, team. The first line of support is going to be around 457, but it looks like we are already kind of testing that in the first place. A little tiny gap here in the 30-minute. Okay, so watch out for that. Okay, team. Keep a close eye on that. FNGR 618. Oh, it's just playing games right now. I just heard. Yeah. Oh my goodness. Yeah, no, I still have, let's go to the 30-minute time frame real quick. I know that we're all kind of antsy-pantsy on this one. 5-minute time frame, perfect upside. 15-minute time frame, still suggesting that upside on stochastic momentum, increasing volatility. Let's see, the 30-minute also, oh my goodness, man, this is going through a new cycle. Yeah. Wow. Okay, so everything is still sort of suggesting an upside here, team. At any moment, of course, we're gonna face some pullbacks, and I do think that it actually may be. Let's see what the resist. Look at that, we already touched 618. Oof, man. Okay, so this was the. Let's see, I think we were on the 4-hour here, and this was the 4-hour resistance that we had, 618 to 630, right? So we're already touching at that 618. But remember that my overall resistance level was based around the Gaussian band, right? And that's a 646 to 717. Of course, there's gonna be some things to combat over here, but I really do think, team, that we may actually get a pretty substantial pullback starting at close to 646 or at 646-ish, right? Remember that I have a focus at 683, but that we're starting to get a little overextended in a lot of things, and we may need to take a breather here. Okay, so which is making me feel that I may actually get rid of, full transparency here, right? I may actually get rid of a few options contracts there, okay? Because I can just reload. I expect it to come back to the 550s, maybe 540s. Let's see. So yeah, it already reached 620, but so yeah, it's what is it called? The things that were just day trading, which is I mean, for me, it's pretty much everything. All right, so I might actually get it to cool off. Okay, team. Yeah. Let me do that real quick. Hold on just a sec. I'm gonna have to take a look at LIDR first. It's coming. That's where I just had it. Check it out. I had it on the daily time frame, looking at it right here. Look at that daily cross, team. I was saying that today, I think, was the day for the daily cross. What I'm worried about is that we're going to try to come back and test it. I don't think that's logical, though. The logic in me is telling me that this is going to wait. We'll just do a temporary drop here, potentially back into the 540s, 550s. Get that bounce, and then continue on to the upside and wait for the SMA 50 to get some more thrust, and then come back and test it later on another pullback. I don't know if the pullback now would be the actual one. Okay, so SNDL, what did we say yesterday? I forgot what I was saying about this ticker. Oh, that we will get a pullback into this range and then go up? Wow, it happened a lot faster than I thought, I'm not gonna lie. Yeah, so this was essentially the area that I was saying that we would come back to after touching this, though. Right? I thought that we were going to get that 170 to 173 retracement. It looks like we just came, what is it, about 65% to the target. Retrace, got that SMA 10 touch, and now we're bouncing. So this, I mean, this could be just a natural breather. Still looking okay. So Sebastian is saying, I think I might let the buy daily do the golden cross first before pulling back. The buy daily's golden cross is certainly coming too. Right, so that's just the one that we're going to have to focus on next. It's starting to, the moving averages are starting to converge here. FNGR 597, look at that. If we're gonna talk about some supports here, 589 is an obvious area, but it's slightly above that now. It's 592. Thinking about buying back in at 601. Yeah, we can get the break of the resistance, come back, so, validate the support 601 entry. That could be possible. Okay, so let me pull. We got to take a look at LIDR, and I forgot there was one more ticker here that was suggested. Let's see. Who? I know somebody just said something. My goodness. What's it? I mean, Team, if you're still there, it was somebody who actually talked about the right after the LIDR, DFLI. Yeah, okay. Let's see. DFLI, right? Yeah. Okay. J Pong, let's see, could you look at QBTS? Yes, my brother. Let me go ahead and load it up over here. I just have a quick two of them to look at too, right? So let's pull it up here. 587, that's top side of the resistance. Support, sorry, what was the whole support? 580 to 589 is the entire thing. This was the resistance that we faced yesterday. So, right, and you said QBTS? Yeah, let's pull that up as well. Oof, this looks very familiar. I forgot, weren't we talking about this? We were talking about this, right? That's a bull trap. That is 100% a bull trap. It got you thinking that we broke inside of the resistance once again. But in fact, it just tested the wave 3 high. Oh my goodness. Careful. Wait for a bounce here. If you're looking to exit the position, 193 is going to be your bounce. Very likely to come back and test 209 to 220. And it's very likely that it could happen like that. A quick bounce, right? So anyway, LIDR is showing still some pretty massive strength, right? Considering the little bit of a pullback that we're facing right from this resistance that apparently we spoke about. Let's see. Okay. All right. So what I want to do here is actually pull up the daily time frame. I want to see what it's looking like overall, right? So, oh, yeah, I remember this. Okay. So the SMA 200 is playing a crucial role here. Let's see. Thanks, buddy. Wild day for the quantum sector. Wow. That's cool. MRES. We can do that. Hedge fund killers. Good morning, my brother and sisters, my brothers and sisters. Thanks for everything, Arca. Your crystal ball is magical, my brother. Arca, can you explain your settings on your Gaussian channel? Mine doesn't line up with your finger for some reason. Okay. Make sure that you're selecting this, first of all. Logarithmic here. Okay. At the bottom right of your chart, make sure that you're selecting that, okay? Because I don't think the Gaussian channel, I think I have it stock. Right, so inputs, Your source is that on a high-low close 3 period. You have 4 poles, and your sampling period is 144. With a filter true range multiplier of 1.414. Okay, and these settings here, you know, these are just is what to display. Sway, what is up? Good morning to you. Yeah, let me add that here real quick. Let me know, team. What's the FNGR doing? What is it doing? MRES actually realizing the downside here. This is pretty dangerous, team. The immediate target here, just real quick. It's just because this is very obvious. Oh, actually, you know what? It's this candle. You take that trend line from the top side or the bottom side from the candle that broke out. You apply it to that zone there. And it's telling you that you would essentially reach a target that's, let's see, 0133, which is literally the bottom side of this and very close to the SMA 200. Lots of confluence there. This is essentially my support range here. I'm not sure that it can manage a continuation from here. We have to take a look at what's going to happen here. Okay. There could be, careful, because there could be an upside to fake you out, but that would only be to come back and test either the 0189 or the top side up here of about 210 as a resistance, and then it would continue. Okay, team? Watch out with that. MRES is looking like it needs a breather, a temporary breather. And we have to see what momentum looks like after this touch here, but this may take all day. Danny Gonzalez, my order filled at 594 back in FNGR. Glad I cleaned profits at 615. Woohoo, yeah. All right. XX, what's up, Arca baby? Hope you and the fam are well. Let's go, FNGR and AMC. Hit the like button for Arca. That's right, team. Please help me out. Make sure to hit that like button. Make sure to subscribe to the channel. And hit the bell notifications in case you are wondering whenever I am live or posting a video. Show some love with the like button, says Welby. Thank you, my brother. All right, so yes, we have those tickers up. Keep an eye on this, right? Just wanted a quick look. LIDR, resistance from the SMA 200 on the daily, but the important thing within this ticker is actually the fact that we're getting the SMA, we're reclaiming the inside of the SMA 50, and we're touching that SMA 200. Okay, so what I'm a bit afraid of here is that the daily time frame is clearly just way overextended, right? And it's actually at historical highs on the RSI. It's 82.78. The only highest iteration we ever had was back here, March 22nd, March 2022. And that was a high of about 75.59. So historically speaking, the daily time frame RSI has never been this extended. It's completely cooked. I would not be entering long here. I would wait for a pretty large pullback, team, and I do not think that the pullback is going to be within our range here of 4126 to 4611. LIDR may be trying to pull back a little greater here. By that time, the SMA 10 could be located right up here around 3267. This is a critical resistance, team. That's going to be very tough to combat. Let's see what the ARQ DBSI is saying. Right. Okay, so with this type of price action here, this was essentially around 80 or 90. So the bulls are still in control here, but it feels like it's slowing down ever so slightly. Check out your RSI. It's already showing that curvature there. We don't know if the overall sentiment is going to want to launch this thing to the upside even still. Right, but we have to use some discretion here, right? So let me go to the 4-hour time frame and take a look at a couple things here, maybe even the hourly. Okay, the hourly time frame, nothing there. All right, I think I'm just gonna have to go ahead and trust it so far. The armor is still with a long signal here on the hourly. Can't say the same thing about the 15-minute or the 5-minute, of course. Even still, yeah, we have all across long signals, which means that there's still a chance that it can go up, right? So I'm particularly looking at this this bi-hourly one and the hourly. These are massive. We're talking about it entered us at 25.85, currently sitting at 44.25. That is massive. The algorithm essentially just took you on the ride here. It said, let's go. And you are currently sitting about 73% up on 2 days. My goodness, man. Incredible price action. FNGR coming right back. 609. Dea, thank you. Volley 550,000 already. Man, that's way more than yesterday. We were at around 250,000 yesterday around this time. That's what. Okay, the lower gap is at on what time frame though? Daily? Yeah, maybe. Yeah, what time frame are you looking at the gap? This. Oh, let me get rid of the algorithm first. And also, are you displaying extended hours? Because I will definitely play with extended hours. I mean, there's a tiny little gap down here, 24.65. Is that where? No, 1.16. Oh, dude, that's. I mean, that's like 316. Let's see, 162 to 165. That's like literally the all-time low, and that would suggest, or you're saying. I mean, that is literally a 63% drop from the current area, and very tiny. And then also, I mean, if you took entry down there at 165, you're currently 176% up. I don't know that it can do that. I don't think that it has the liquidity to drop after a gain of 175 to where it started from. I mean, anything's possible in the markets. I you know, don't get me wrong. We've seen it happen, right? So, but there is a clear sign here of reaccumulation, and it is in essence, a descending broadening wedge. Right, so real quick, you can go ahead and just give it a little quick drawing, right? So just like this. Let's see, did we fake out on one of those or no? Okay, probably not. It's all good. We'll go ahead and just take it into account anyway, right? So let's go ahead and pull up another trend line here and see what the deal is. Yeah, very clean connecting descending broadening wedge here. Test number 1, fake out. 2, 3, capitulation, of course, reaccumulation, breakout on true test number 4. Working pretty nicely with the traditional rules here, unless the formation is starting here, of course, here. Right, so if that's the case, I don't think so, but just in case, you know, we have to bear in mind a couple things like that, because if the formation were starting here at 183, that's where your SMA 200 is located, right over here at 183. So if that's the case, then maybe, right, but I don't know. I still feel like I could favor this, and this would be still so it would be, let me see, 1, 2, 3. Oh no, it's still good. Right, so even if this started back here, you're still getting 4 tests, right? So test 1, 2, 3, and 4. So it's still okay. Actually, I may favor that, right? So I think we're gonna have to readjust here. Let me see if it's connecting. Actually, yes, it is, right? So literally all of this was resistance and support. Okay, let me adjust the trend lines here though. Okay, oh yeah, this is totally it. We have the breakout, retest, and break, and still continue the continuation to the upside. Wow. That one was a little tough to see. No lie, team. Later, Jay. I'll catch you soon, my bro. So if this is the case, team, that SMA 200 on the 3-day or wherever that was, that may be indicating that we have a downside to go here to maybe 36.89. And if we do get a validation at around that level, this is going to be a very strong mover to the upside. Like very, very strong. Okay, so this is looking not bad whatsoever, team. Let's go ahead and just go over the 30-minute time frame real quick. We need to get back to FNGR and see what the deal is, right? We need to see a GTI and VIRI as well. Okay, so check this out. 30-minute time frame, upside pivot, increasing volatility. A brand new, yeah, this is a brand new bullish cross on the MACD, looking super spicy. Wow. Okay, team, hold on just a sec. Here we go. Okay, hourly time frame upside pivot on stochastics, RSI, and MACD. I get it, they're all momentum indicators, but they all give us a different story. For example, I don't use stochastics for divergences, I use RSI. Let's see the bi-hourly time frame, upside pivot still, increasing volatility. That's very curious. Upside pivot on the 4-hour, upside pivot on the 6-hour. The 8-hour is in the gravitational zone, literally going to get pulled to the upside. 12-hour time frame. I gotta make my protein shake. FNGR better be at 7 when I get back. Morty, FNGR Golden Cross yet? Don't have a computer here. Not a problem, my brother. We are keeping track of that. We are so close to it. I think it could be by mid-morning. TUP still handling that? It looked like a massive downside. Upside pivot on the 12-hour, increasing volatility. This is a whole statistical setup now, team. Oh my goodness. How is this so damn bullish? Yeah, but I mean, if we're getting, let me see the buy daily, upside, 3-day, upside, get out of here, no way. And upside on the 5-day? Okay, so yeah, okay, if we get a pullback here, to like the area that I was talking about, say 37, 38, that's okay. It's still okay because this thing is suggesting a continuation to the upside here, just like for days. Massive upside. The take profit per the trading book rules on this wedge is actually 183. Okay, so that would be essentially your take profit, right? That's how to trade it traditionally. Now, traditionally, as of 2021, actually, this changed. The whole idea behind this formation changed upon the start of this bear market. It used to be to the downside. Top got halted? Halted? No way. Let's see. Oh my goodness. And where did it halt, my bro? Come on. Look at the target that we were talking about yesterday. Get out of here. We were talking about a topside resistance of 570, getting halted at 566. Get out of here. Usually happens at the 3.618 or 2618s. I'm sorry, the 618s in general, right? So it's already at our resistance number 1. Very good, very good. But this, I'm super bearish, team. I'm very bearish on this. It's way overextended. I think that this is potentially a fake out. How is this just going and going and going, right? I can't even see it anymore. I can't even see it because everything is overextended. It's cooked. Peyton. Not a problem. Yeah, I'm super happy. I'm sorry it took a bit, right? I was a little distracted there. Like, you know, it's just I have exposure to a couple trades right now, so I'm like a little bit I don't want to say dismissive from the chat whatsoever, right? But I definitely have like my mind is also within the trade. Incredible. 16 plus 27. Wow. So yeah, so 26.98% up, 15.91% up on the others. That's literally what I'm up on the day. Very good. Very cool. So yeah, give it a couple minutes here. It may actually still continue to the upside, team, but there's I can give you a resistance in case it does reach it, right? So there's no guarantee on this because after halts are done, things tend to sell off, right? So did it already reach $6? No, right? It's only 60. Yeah, so there's a resistance that nobody's really seeing at about $6, okay? But it is a range 2. That is a very tough resistance range to even notice. Okay, so $6 would be the bottom side of the resistance, 622. So very clear here, 599 to 622. If it continues to the upside after the halt, very likely it can pull back from this area here. It's just going to have to be up to the sentiment. FNGR Golden Cross, let's see. Oh man, look at that. Look at that. So close. We're waiting for the SMA 50 to cross above the let me just make them like really I'm gonna make them kind of loud here. Oh, that one's good. And I'm gonna get rid of the SMA 10 for now. But we're getting dangerously close here, team. Price action is reactive to things like that, especially on the daily time frame. Top side of let's see, 618, which was exactly the resistance that we had here from yesterday. I'm not sure if I put this down in the video too, but here it is. Right, but the overall resistance that I'm looking for, team, is still 646 to 717. I'm not sure that we can reach that, but that's overall what the what momentum was telling me that we could do. Right, so yeah, this is the upside that I was talking to you about on MRES. Careful with this, okay, because this is going to present an opportunity to here for opportunity here to get some I mean, if I would consider myself just lucky if I went back to 0189, right? And if it went beyond that, then there is some confluence here between the SMA 54 hour and the bottom side of the wedge at 210. So watch out with that resistance there, okay? Because I think that's going to be your validator before a continuation to the way down. But like I said, I would be considered very lucky if we did get that 0189 at this resistance level. Okay, so watch out with this. This is slowly turning into a bear play, which has a bottom side target of 124 to 133. You know what I mean? So yeah, keep an eye on that. Yeah, no problem. Let me see it real quick. Let's pop the hood on it and see what the good deal is within this ticker. Okay, so sentiment still doesn't believe that this is quite ready, right? So this is why you're facing some downside. We've already taken profit from the range number 1. We already knew that we were going to get that top side of 368. We ended up getting it that next day, I think. Right, so pullback would be necessary, although I do see one. This was a huge sell-off and it just came right back up, right? So if this is going to continue to the downside, team, then the 4-hour time frame is giving us a support of about 285. Let's pull up some averages here to get a little closer to that, right? So I want to know that we, let me see the 21. Okay, we're using the 21 right now in the 4-hour as support. I'm not sure that it's strong enough. If we do fail the 21, the the EMA 55 is located right at about 278, where we used this as a spring to the upside, right? Also resistance. So we may be able to get that if it does reach that low. Expect 285 to about 278 for a bounce to the upside. And upon that bounce here, there could be a lot of bulls waiting here for a bounce maybe to start getting ourselves up to 399. Which is the second set of bulls, and also the center of the triangle target, psychological target. Leroy Jenkins, my brother. Dude, I'm so happy that you came in here because I wanted to ask you about sharing your I'm talking about for my 3-year-old boy. I would really like for him to start coloring in the color books that you are releasing on your storefront, right? I think it's Amazon. Can you post a link up here so that I can make sure that I can contribute to your project. And team, Leroy Jenkins is actually someone who's been watching me trade for a good while. Always donated to me and always supported the cause here, right? So he actually just released some coloring books for children, and I absolutely want to get the link for that so that I can get my kids or my youngin', right, my 3-year-old boy to start coloring. 598 on ticker symbol FNGR, team. So please, whenever you can, Leroy, paste that link here, and then we should be okay. Let's see. So yeah, I'm thinking here that we can continue to the downside, okay? But hold up, we just have to validate it, okay? So momentum on the 30-minute is facing down. You see this? Look at this. We're facing down. This is what gives you your bias for direction. Stochastic momentum, RSI, MACD, right? You can see MACD creating a bearish cross, getting some bearish histogram here, some bearish bars. And the RSI is also crossed beneath the SMA 14, represented by the pink line, right? Your RSI signal is that teal line, that cyan line, or baby blue, whatever you want to call it, right? So we're getting that downside, but you see here that we're increasing volatility. So what that means is that we're actually applying short pressure and take profits to all together in the dispersion of returns. Okay, so we are hitting the gas. We're literally throttling to the downside right now. Let's go to the hourly time frame. Same situation here, except that this is actually just decreasing volatility as well. So this on the hourly time frame is telling you that we're looking more like take profits. Same situation on the bi-hourly and your 3-hour too. Okay, in the 4-hour, we're starting to get that downside. This is a whole cycle, and I do have to give you, I would have to put some precedence here on 285 to 278. Okay, so I really do feel like it has enough to kind of bounce from that area there, right? So we'll just we'll leave it on there like this, just in case. As I do see this continuing to the downside for a bit. It may take all day to do this, but the link is above. Where is it? Hold on. Oh, you know what, dude? I'm not seeing the link, but hold on just a sec. Why don't you try to send it to me on Twitter? Is that where you reached out to me? I'm talking about the DM. Or was it through Discord? John Smith, AMSC, $13 lows, $23 pre-market, 14s now. Whoa, semiconductor. We know those are going to go up eventually. Alongside NVIDIA, AMD. ADMP as high as, let's see, about 500%. $8 up and coming back down to 300% levels of 578. Wow. Yes, sir. Yeah, so Leroy, was that you was it on Discord that you DM'd me? Or was it on Twitter? I'm not sure that I'm remembering here, man. I have so many messages that I have to catch up with too. My apologies for not remembering, my brother. Because I'm definitely not seeing your link, bro. Man. Okay. So, oh, dude. Surpassed our support. You feel like it's going to hit 16 and shoot? Well, the 4-hour SMA 50 is right there. It's actually at about 1632. So that, I mean, yeah, there is a possibility for that. Let me see your 12-hour. You're looking at a 12-hour wedge. It's huge. It's on test 3 as well. Yeah, so you're looking at this here. I guess now we can use that one, which lines up perfectly to this resistance here, right? So yeah, that's I validated. I'll give it some credit for sure, right? So let me kind of, if it is the case though, it's kind of huge, right? And also I'm having trouble determining exactly where there are a couple areas that you can consider here as support. So this being one of them, which honestly could, I mean, it has the potential to be one of them for sure. But there are a couple here, okay? So, like for example, this here, which would essentially take us to a similar target unless, hold on. Maybe. Let me see. Okay, this honestly feels a little better in some weird way. Not that it was invalidating the other one. It just it feels okay. Right, so let's see. So if you are getting that test 1, 2, and 3, this would be the capitulation, because the triangles don't usually follow that. They can, right? They absolutely can, but they don't have to. Okay, so let me go back here. Just make sure that I can see my boy. We're already getting the bounce to the upside, 1745. Careful on that one, brother. So let's go ahead and take a look at the 30-minute moment. I want to see everything here. So upside already in the 30-minute, decreasing volatility. This is mathematically reversing. And we're already getting a huge diminishing here of bear pressure on the 30-minute. It's about to create a bullish cross on the MACD. Upside is already facing it. I mean, I'm sorry, the hourly is already facing an upside, but it does have a little bit of a curvature here that's getting me nervous. Same thing on the MACD. It's not a clean regression, right? It's actually showing some variance, right? So hourly time frame golden cross could be something that saves it. Keep your eye on that, okay? But the thing is that we're converting the SMA 10 as resistance, so that sometimes can work as a guide. But if that's the case, if it needs it to reaccumulate here, then so be it, right? So the bi-hourly is already trying to get some potential influence here from the shorter time frames. I still see this. In fact, if we're getting, let me see again. Yeah, bro, actually the support touch that we're looking at down there on the SMA 53 hour, this is a temporary support. I expect this to come down a bit further. And because I'm looking at this, look at the 8-hour time frame. I think the 6-hour was the one, sorry. Yeah. So up to the 6-hour, and then the 8-hour has the recovery. So this may last for almost all day. Right, so let me give you I really think we can find that target here. It's just, I'm a little nervous here over a couple things. Right, like if it's, okay, I'm gonna favor this one here on the 12-hour. Because that's where we're trading the triangle anyway. No. Leroy, it gets removed because I don't think you can do that on YouTube, right? So I can do it though. You posted it on a comment on another video? Oh, well, there's no one really managing my YouTube. I was asking you earlier if you had sent me a message on Twitter or Discord. So send me a DM with that link, wherever that may be. Okay, my bro. And fret no more, because I can share it here. And I mean it. I want to buy that for my child. Oh, that's cool. So if it's Discord, yeah, send it on the DMs. I forgot if did we already speak on DMs there? It doesn't matter. Just send it over, and we'll be all good. I'm going to have to favor the 12-hour support down here, my bro, 1583. And I guess it is a range, 1641. So, Nuts Diamond McNuts saying, just want to say thank you, Arca, for all that you do, bro. Much appreciated, dude. Thank you so much. It means a lot. It means a lot when people say things like that, dude. I really do try for retail, my brother. I don't want to have people feel what I felt, right? So I really wished for someone like me when I was trading. I found some, and then in that search, I luckily found my mentor, and he was just he's a big bear. So Sebastian, check this out. Watch this, okay? Support touch right here. 15. We were talking about 1583 to that possible 1660. Okay. So from here, you're gonna start looking at maybe maybe this here. Right? Are you seeing what I'm seeing already? That could be your shoulder. So if that's the case, we just have to use our imagination here, right? So if that's the case, this would be a huge reaccumulation. And I wouldn't doubt for a second that the take profit for this formation is the resistance right up here. Let's go ahead and do that. Let's find out. So in order to find out your psychological target or your price objective from an inverse head and shoulders, FNGR 604 coming back up. Yes, good deal. We're live again. We're back in action. So take a trend line from the top side of that the neckline. You saw that, that's right. Yeah, there's one here too. But that's no, that this would be a right angled broadening wedge. But I'm actually giving credit to, I saw it too. I'm just giving credit to the formation that's more typical. So you would always give that. Yeah, you know what I mean, dude. Right, so you kind of do have to. Oh, sorry, team. This is the neckline. Wow, whoa, that was really close. So we have a support touch of the neckline here as a converted support, and this is the resistance here. These are fake out, right? And finally got it. So I'm sorry. That's the that's the line there. That could get so tricky sometimes. Okay, team. So there we go. We have the price objective from the neckline to the bottom of the head, and then you apply it. And then you apply it to the top of the shoulder, right? So let's just say that the shoulder would be about here, and we're implying a breakout to potentially maybe on, what is this? Wednesday, August 2nd. Tomorrow, right? So if we were to get that, then that's already showing a lot of confluence here with the top side of the resistance, isn't it? Right? So you're looking at, oh, and man, all of this, yeah, that's a critical resistance. Nice. Very good. Okay, so our discretion is telling us 2971, right? 2971. Of course, it's a range. And I do have to let me see if I can connect and all of these candles in the best way possible. Okay, so let me see this wick low of this candle here. Let me see how it connects to everything else. Yeah, let's see this one here, the low of that red one. That, yeah, damn. That is looking like it. Here we go. Okay. So the resistance is 2971 to 3052. So that would be indicating that it's just technical here, right? But if this would be Thursday, August 3rd, right? Resistance touch here. But that can obviously be reached in one day. It doesn't have to be there. It's just because I'm lining it up with timing and the resistance. Right? So now let's go ahead and take a fib and validate this. And I can actually take, I can actually take into consideration our total range here, right? A swing high to swing low. So let me go ahead and do that. That may be a little large for me to consider, but still, I'm gonna see if I can find some confluence there. As a 2 fib. Not that. Let me see the current candle, or actually day. Monday. Okay, Tuesday. Cool. There it is. This is more like it, team. We have the 3 spot 272 at 29.45. We're talking about 29.71 to about 30.52, and the 3 spot 618 is suggesting 31.27. So geometrically, we're on point. Okay, yeah. So that's kind of what I'm seeing here. But we definitely need a downside here. We need to come back and kind of give it a test to that 1583 and see what's up. There's a 100% play for sure, man. I'm so like into FNGR though. And actually Chummy ended up posting a pretty nice play yesterday. My brother was talking about it. It was actually ticker symbol EBS. So now let's oh yeah, much higher than yesterday for sure, team. We're gonna look at DFLI. Definitely much more volume than yesterday. We're already at almost 600,000. We were at around 250,000, 200, almost 300 by this time. Daily Golden Cross, very close still. Incredible. What time is it? It's 7:52. I mean, technically the volatility should still be there. And let's see what the broader markets are doing. This is something that we haven't even looked at. Let's see here. Wow, playing games on the SPY. My goodness. Take a look at that. That would... No way. The Russell 2000 Index Futures. 6 hours to print a huge bearish engulfing. Not sure that it's going to print as a bearish engulfing, but if it does, that would encourage a huge drop. And I'm not sure that it can... I mean, that's... I don't think that it can be reached in one day. That can be maybe over the span of 4 days, 3 days. I mean, we're talking about a 30 point jump like to the downside. That's crazy. Okay, EMA 21 daily resistance here on Tesla. That's starting to serve pretty well. Interesting is because I'm seeing some weakness on Bitcoin as well. Hold on, team. Yeah. So let me keep on getting rid of these things here because I don't necessarily need them. I just want to keep an eye. I just want to keep an eye on the markets. So apparently the SPY is actually recovering just a little bit, and Meta is reading that. Yesterday Microsoft was my goodness, man. Yesterday Microsoft was doing some silliness, and to tell you the truth, I can't. I'm not even sure if I can call this a bear flag here. But if it's drawing a pennant, that has equal opportunity, man. That would be play to the upside or play to the downside. So literally upside to recover the EMA 21 or downside to validate the resistance of the EMA 55. That's a perfect disaster. If it does realize to the downside. Right? So let's keep an eye on the broader markets, team. Oh, right. Let me just very still facing the bounce. 185, nice. Okay, AMC currently at 489, bouncing from the 8-hour SMA 200 and the SMA 100. I have a feeling here. Let's see, was this Monday? I have a feeling here that we just broke out of the SMA 100 and the 200, and we're now coming back to validate them or confirm them as supports. Right, we're actually getting some pretty nice reads to the upside here on the 8-hour, which only makes me feel that the shorter time frames are also in the upside pivot. 4-hour time frame upside pivot. Let's see, 3-hour, we're getting a little bit of a pullback, and same thing on the hourly and bi-hourly. 30-minute as well, and the hourly too. Okay, could it actually be reading a downside here? But this, yeah, that would be the downside already played out. Okay. Team, this is a little bit of a nomad's land right now because we're going to have to get some more price action to the upside to validate if this is actually the 6 hour or if the 3 hour, if that was just a quick little breather here before a continuation to the upside. I see sell side. I definitely see a bearish cross here in the hourly time frame. You know, downside pivot on the RSI too. It's feeding all the way up to this time frame here, but that's why I'm saying that I don't know if it's just feeding all the way to the 3 hour and then the 4 hour starting to get a little bit of that reaction, but it needs more juice to the downside in order for it to really make the other time frames validate here. ACHR still holding from yesterday. Yeah, we were talking about this yesterday, right? So was it you that asked about it? Joel. Right, so yeah, we're still within that resistance. That's a little bit of a chop zone here, right? 696 to 671. But of course we can adjust this now. So that new chop area would essentially be this right here. 671 to 710. We'd have to combat the 710 obviously. Right, convert that into a support, minimum 4 hour candle upside of it. And then we could continue. So TUP looks to be heading to $6. Let's take a look. What happened here? How did we just bounce, right? Huge bounce to the upside. We were looking very bearish. I hope this isn't a fake out. Let's see. Hourly time frame is downside pivot, increasing volatility. I need to get really creative here. Okay, I guess I could get. Oh man. So there is something to look at, because I'm not sure if it's trying to bull trap here. I mean, that's a huge upside. That's already so big. I removed all risk from this in the, like down here. I mean, continue to the upside. I mean, that's so much. So yeah, what I was gonna say here, team, is this. Okay, sorry, I'm moving things around like that. I just need to get this out of the way. Actually, let me get price to. Are you serious? I can't even see it. That's interesting. Okay, so this is what I'm looking at. Okay, which in essence could be a little dangerous, but right. So we're looking at declining volume, and when you have declining volume with increasing price action, that's a bearish divergence, right? So I'm not saying that this is it, right? In fact, earlier today I gave you a resistance. Oh, and where is that, by the way? Let me see. Did I put it up here? I don't even remember where I went to put it. Oh, and it's very similar to another ticker too. Oof. I mean, in all reality, it could still push a little further. There's still a resistance area here, team. 609. Wow, 609? So 609 to... $630. Jeez. I mean, it's already close to it, but the thing is that the 30-minute and hourly are already facing down. Or, I mean, the 30-minute is facing up. Let's see. Up on the 5-2. This could be the start of a new wave if that's the case. Let's see. Bi-hourly. Upside pivot. 3-hour upside. 4-hour upside. But it's just, we are so overextended. Man, look at the DMI. The ADX is at 75%. Oh my goodness. Yeah, team, there actually is a chance here that we can still get this upside. Possible retracement faced after 609 to 630 resistance. We still have upside in virtually every time frame. The only reason I'm just so bearish this asset is because I can't tell. I can't tell where we are. It's just, it's all overextended into historical areas that it kind of blocks out my ability, right? So that's, I immediately I shy away from things like that when I don't have the, the visual gain over this, right? So if I can't see it, I don't want to fly blind. Even here, right? So imagine that you caught entry here at 563 and you went to the upside here to the top target. That's the clean 12% move to the upside. And it's all still suggesting a continuation. So let me see if we, well, let's see the 30-minute. The range between 532 and 509, that would essentially be your overall support. How did I do that? Well, I wanted to see, I just did it real fast, is because I wanted to see if the SMA 10, which matches these supports here, the bottom side of this wick, if it matched with anything in the 30-minute SMA 10 located up here, and it just so happens to be very close to the resistance. So this is why I'm saying that we could face a pullback here. Maybe the area of this here. So it would be 509 to 532 using the hourly SMA 10 and the 30-minute SMA 10. FNGR 608 coming back. So yeah, if we reaccumulate here back to this zone, then there is a chance here to get a pretty nice 15, 17, 18% gainer on the day. As everything is still suggesting that upside, team. I'm really not but notice I'm not talking about like higher targets, like, I mean, exponential targets. I'm talking about day trade targets here. And that's already a very aggressive upside. Here it's coming down, coming down, coming down, coming down. Man, if I had enough liquidity, I'd totally get long this right now. You posted it? Cool deal. Let's see. Oh, you like on like public. I thought you were sending me, or did you send me a message? Oh, do I have to approve? Oh, I haven't, yeah, I don't have a DM from you. Let me see. Bro, where the heck did you post? There it is, team. We're in the support zone here. Entry number 1 is already realized. My second scale in would be 509. In community, okay. Let me copy that. Watch it, team. Watch it. It has an opportunity here to drop the 509 for a short-term play. Let me see if this works out. I'm gonna post something here, team, in the chat. Can you all see that? So that is a Zoo Animals coloring book that I'm gonna buy for my 3-year-old boy. Leroy Jenkins came into the Discord and posted that. Good deal. You can see it. Awesome. So this is what I'm gonna do, team. Okay. So if you guys feel like supporting a community member, please go ahead and click on that, as I will be purchasing a book for my boy. Thank you, my brother. Thank you so much for sharing that with the community. It's funny because I just bought some coloring pencils, or I forgot a clay or something for my boy, right? So we're gonna buy some of that for the little boy here. Yeah, let's do that for sure, my bro. Man, everything is sorry, what ticker did I just look at for you, bro? What ticker were we just looking at right now? Thanks all, and thank you again, Arca. No, brother. Thank you so much for sharing that. That's so good of you. You know, doing things for children, right? So I love it. So that was TUP. Sorry, team. Yeah, watch out with that. Yeah, let's look at it, bro. So you're talking about what was it again? UTME? UTME. Let's look at it real quick, right? So, nice. Ooh, boy. Okay, if it does continue, you have a critical resistance at 54.93. $54.93. Let's see. 54.93 to 52.90. 52.90. Let me get it again. There we go. And 54.93. If it does continue to the upside, that is a resistance that I'm looking for. And I wonder if we're already touching a resistance here. Oh man. Whoa. You're breaking inside of the 3-day Gaussian band for the first time in what? Oh my goodness, no way. We have not been inside of the Gaussian band since June 2022. This was over a year, so this is extremely bullish. Yeah, team. Okay, so if you do continue to the upside, there are 2 targets to look at. Okay, these are going to be your resistances for the day. The mean band of the Gaussian channel, 62.12. The top side of the resistance, let me see. It's actually up. I would, oh man, that's so, oh, there it is. Okay. 67.11 to 62.12 is your second area of resistance if we do get it. Okay, so upon that test, then yeah, I can kind of see us reverting a bit. Watch out. Okay, so I get it, right? I mean, this is huge already. That's a huge upside. Okay, so this play is going to be really something though, man. If we get that pullback from this range here, man, that'll give us an opportunity to run big. I thank you for asking me about this ticker, dude. This is really, really attractive. What's the, let me see the 10-day average. 10 million. The market cap is almost 100 million. And 100 million float. This is about the most minimum I would consider trading. This is good. Right, it's just really cheap. You can mangle this thing around. What was that sound, son? Very cool. FNGR, what is it doing, man? 606. Let's take a look at the exposure here. Nice. Still above 35% up. Nice. LIDR broke the 50. Yeah. There it is. This resistance 1. Oh man, this thing's got juice. Oof, pulled back right at the resistance of 54.93. Nice. But this may not be it. This is going to load up some more bulls. It actually may want to take it to the mean band. Oh, it's an adjusted target now, team. It just came down ever so slightly. Let's adjust it. There we go. We're looking at 61.77. Wow, talk about dyslexia. Oof, that's not good. Don't show that. Oh my goodness. Caught LIDR entry at 26. What? That is awesome, bro. Check it out, team. Look at the top side of the resistance here. We're looking at what was it? 54.93, right? And this just touched 54.83. Man, talk about being so close. Very good. Very, very accurate. Okay, critical resistance here, team. It might not be the one. It might not be the one for a high of day. Right, this could just be a temporary one, but we already had seen it before we hit it, right? So we have to just keep in line, keep track of this, right? So if anything, The aggressive trader is going to try to enter right down here, literally right now. 51.17 could be a play for the second side, right? But in my case, I'm a conservative trader. I will wait. 612 on FNGR pushing the upside, team. There is just know your rules, okay, team. Read as much as you can, right? And you'll be able to identify these targets like that. It doesn't take too much for you to identify the targets, right? It's one thing for you to call the play. It's quite the other to trade the play. Okay, so just I would suggest to learn the rules first, right? Learn them. Know them like the back of your palm. Matcha, what's up? So Arca, good morning. Great videos on FNGR, GTI, and COSM. Thank you so much. No, thank you for watching and actually just commenting and letting me know that, right? It's very kind of you. So are you still long? Are you actually long all those 3 tickers? FNGR 615. Check it out. Thank you so much, my bro. Also, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to call you bro in case you're a sister. I'm getting hit up with that all kinds now, man. A little bit of an arbitrage, right, happening again with volatility. 615, trading view 617. Wow. Currently sitting 37% up, team. And I'm speaking about the calls that we loaded up yesterday. Oh, you watch them all, but you're in GTI deep. Oh my goodness, I love FNGR too. This thing is killing it. And to tell you the truth, I think we have some. You saw the video, right? So I think we still have some more to see. What's up, Zep? How you doing, my dude? 618 high of day. Check it out, team. Oh my goodness! So it hit 618 earlier. Yeah, it hit 618 to that bottom side of the resistance that we had. But I mean, we're there. We're at the high of day. Let's see, in FNGR as well, but down in GTI a lot for now. I know and so many people, right? So at least it's getting a bounce to the upside, and I do think that it's running in sympathy here to FNGR, and I am still looking at that potential setup that I spoke about, right? I think it was on the other chart. Let me see real quick. I think I had my thesis up here. Yeah, I did. Okay, this one here. Did it fire? Oof, not yet. Moving average is still suggesting a continuation of volatility. The momentum indicator, the actual component itself, of volatility, is now contracting again, right? But I'm wondering if this is going to shift at around 10:30 a.m. alongside FNGR pushing even harder than what it's already pushing. Yep. It's a high probability, team, but we just have to kind of watch out for it. Whoa, team! If you are long the $6 the strike with the September 15 call expiry, you should be experiencing right now an IV pump. Check it out. Check out the metrics on your. Yeah, because it jumped in the money and it's holding in the money. We're getting an IV pump right now, team. It's literally, that thing went from 25% up to 33% up in just a matter of a second. This is crazy. Wow. Okay, let's see what we have. Check it out. Your delta just went up. It was a delta of 50. Now it's a delta of 62, almost 63. Implied volatility has jumped around 60%. So yeah, we're getting an IV pump right now, team. That is incredible. We are way up on the 6th strike. I don't think it's done for today either, man. I really do think that we can reach 646 to 717. That is massive. We are literally getting an IV pump right now, team, as we speak. This is incredible. Good deal. Wow. That just concentrated the gains on the day. Wow. Yeah, that really is pushing to the upside right now, team. It's looking very, very good. My goodness. AMC and APE currently down 2 and 1%. Oh my goodness, let's go. That's incredible. Awesome times here. That is crazy, team. Yes. Good deal. 617. Check it out, team. We're definitely holding some nice position here. Let's see. Let me come back to this. So, hey Arca, how is SONN doing? Let's take a look, my bro. Let's see what it's doing. Okay. Huge fake out. Oh, didn't I put a thesis together on this? We were suggesting a downside already. The downside target we were talking about was 3103. Okay, it looks like just over the last couple days we finally met it. And now we're coming back to resist right at it. Incredible. Okay, we need to watch out for something here in the 12-hour. Okay, it looks like we're on our way up to it, but this has been its guide to the downside. Please take a look at your SMA 10, the green one. Okay, the green line. You see how it's using it here. Here was the. Let me get rid of the 200 and the 50 so you can see what I mean. Yeah, let me get rid of the 50 and the 200. Here we go. Okay, so we have the guide towards the upside as soon as we reclaim the SMA 10, right? Support, validation, continuation, right? Fail it, reclaim, support, continue on to the upside. Huge flash to the downside, giving a warning here to the bulls, right? So you start getting that drop, right? We start getting, we literally break below the SMA 10, resistance touch, validation, then you get the downside severely here. Then you retouch, and you just guide yourself all the way down using the SMA 10. What I'm afraid of here is that this may do it one more time. I can't say that that's going to be the case, but it is a probability sitting within the price, right? So let's go ahead and take a look at momentum here. Just a sec, team. Okay. All right, so we have an upside on the 30-minute. Nice. Let's see if we can actually continue that. Hourly time frame has an upside pivot as well for SONN. This could be marking the floor. So if that's the case, then we actually have a shot at succeeding the upside of the SMA 10. Upside pivot on the bi-hourly too, barely getting it, but it's there. The 3 hours reactive to it. And the 4 hours just continuation along the 6 hour too. This was it. I think the floor was already found. 12-hour upside, and the daily not showing it quite just yet, but I have a feeling that the 8 hour and the 12 hour are going to be responsible for giving the influence to the daily time frame. Temporary resistance at the SMA 10 at 3409, pullback to around the current lows potential. I think it could be 2919 to the area of about 3048 for reaccumulation upon that touch of the resistance, right? So just like this here, right? I know I can be a little tighter. So you know what, I'll just do that right now. Let's pull it up. Just like that right there, right, team? 2919 to 3030. I think it could happen after touching 34.13, come back down, reaccumulate, and then continue on to the upside. But this is already looking pretty promising. We have a shot here. We do have a shot. 6-hour SMA 10 is already at the resistance. 4-hour is also combating it. Bi-hourly is coming back to test it as support. That's what's telling me that we may actually succeed it. Nice, nice. All right. That's looking pretty good, team. Christopher Cook, what's up, brother? Match at your GTI average is 354. Damn it. Where is it at? I mean, at least it's pumping. At least we're getting the upside right now, right? So, and if it runs like in sympathy, right, with FNGR, which is kind of a huge speculation right now, if it actually does that, you may actually see a complete return of your investment. You may actually get it. I'm not sure, right? Because we have a critical resistance. I shouldn't even be talking about 298, but there's a critical resistance there. If it does reach, if it even has the power to reach that. Right? So, TUP, what's going on with TUP? All right, it combated that, right? Just remember that this area here is a lot of resistance, right? This is a lot of resistance. We were talking about the upside target being 599 to 622. We already got, it looks like we already touched at about 591. Pretty close, right? I hate it when we're not, why would it touch, what did it go up to? It was a high of a, sorry, let me see. High of 591. So what in the world is 591? Are you joking? It's that candle there? Oh my goodness. That's why I do this, team. I just try to see why. Like, how are you not meeting where I said it was going to meet, right? And why didn't it reach it? So because I study that so much, right? I consider it a temporary mistake that I said 599 and it reached 591. Right, so then I go back to the drawing board and I start to see why would it choose 591 over my target, and then I see why, right? So then I adjust, and then I continue to revise and always review, right, team? So that's, you're literally putting yourself at that. You always want to try to correct whatever you can. I mean, it is what it is, right? So you don't even, I mean, at one point my average on AMC was like 27, and where is it, like 4? Yay! Yay, Arca, who didn't know how to trade back in the day. Right, but we're good on that. Check it out, team. Veery getting that bounce to the upside even still. Oh, what? Hold on. That's interesting. That 200-day on the 3-day, that on the 3-hour, that was powerful, team. Very powerful. Let's go back to FNGR. What is it doing? 609. We're still looking very good. Our options contracts we picked up yesterday, team, at 540, at 542, still printing. Currently up 31% on the day. Plus the other options contracts, I am up 41.09% up on the day. Incredible returns here, team. Lots of fluctuations happening here, team. I wonder where it reached. Let's see. Oh, still to the 618, right? Wow. Still to that 618. The way that you can tell, team, I know this is going to be very small for you to see, right? But go ahead and focus your eyes, right? When you hover over a candle like this, you can look right up here, the OHLC, the open high low close value, right? So this top side, the high, is showing 618. All right, that's how I can tell that the candle reached 618. Right, and I keep on bringing it up because that was the resistance we talked about yesterday. Right, but that's not the resistance that I'm speaking of overall. I think that this has the juice to make it the 646. And the range is actually 646 to 677. Let's go back to it. I'm actually forgetting that resistance. Not that one. No, no, no. This 646 to 717 with a focus on 683. Okay, but just know that we're essentially knocking at the door here of the top side of the Gaussian band on the bi-weekly. Okay, team, so that's incredibly powerful. Opening of this candle is 514. Closing of this candle here is 513. Damn, not a bullish engulfing. Christopher Cook, what's up, Arca? Do you find SMAs more helpful than EMAs? That is no. What is it? Hold on. I'm gonna do something here for you. I gotta just do this. Hold on. I'm gonna give you a good example here. That may very well help. Let's see. Golden Cross almost there. Almost there. So, right. So, Christopher, you're asking me if I'd rather my 11 millimeters wrench versus my 7/16 wrench, and the difference there would be metric system or standard. Right, so it's believed that the metric system is more accurate, and in fact it is, right, because you're considering millimeters. While you're bound to the, I guess you can get closer than the 1/16 in standard, right? Of course, you can go 1/32, you can go 1/64, 1/28, and then beyond. But when you're measuring, like for example with a tape measure, you can't go smaller than. If you have a traditional tape measure, you can't go smaller than the 16th. Some of them will show you the 32s, right? So you're asking me if I have like, the equivalent of 11 millimeters is 7/16, right? Very small the difference, but it's there. So if I'm gonna use if I can give you an example here too, I can do this too. Look, that's a good question, man. I'm not gonna lie. Okay, let me get rid of all of the SMAs. I'm gonna leave open the EMA 9. Actually, let me do a custom EMA for you. I'm gonna change that yellow one there, and that's an EMA 21. So let me go back to it and put EMA 10. Go to the style and the SMA 10, right? So you have a difference between the SMA 10 and the EMA 10 on the bi-weekly. Yes, it's going to be huge, right? So you have 301 to 378. But the thing is that you would choose the tool that you want to use based on what the higher probability of support or resistances are in a historical perspective, right? So if you feel that the support of your EMA 10 is more appropriate than your SMA 10, then it probably means that you should use your SMA 10, right? So for example, here you have price action reaching down to 323, and here you have a wick down to the area of about 307. You're focusing, and here this wick down here is coming right back down to the SMA 10. So in this case, it feels like the more relevant or the higher probability support would be the bottom side where the SMA 10 is used, right? So now if you were just to look at this like in an hourly time frame, now you tell me which one you would use. Check it out. The difference between your 11 millimeters wrench and your 7/16 wrench. You know what I mean? Oh snap, I'm gonna have to pay for this level of explanation. No, dude, it's okay. I really would like to show you that, right? Because it's only going to make a difference in a macro perspective, right? But when you're looking at this in shorter time frames, the difference between an SMA 10 and an EMA 10 is almost nothing. The difference between exponential and simple just means that exponential takes a closer account, or it's more sensitive to the price action than that of the simple. You can see here that we had an upside and a pullback, and you can also see on the yellow one it had an upside and a pullback while the SMA 10 stayed still, right? So it's more sensitive to price action. So that is how it's looked at, my brother. Off-grid gorilla TUP looks to be exhausted, 580 and ready to see your downside. Selling calls and looking to buy $5 puts. Any thoughts? Let's go ahead and pull that up. TUP getting ready for that downside move, team. This could be a puts play. And let's take a look at some of those metrics right now. Let's look. Let's see. So TUP, it's 571 currently right now. Let's go to the options chain and check it out. You could do a bi-weekly play here. We could pull up the August 11th expiry, or I mean, there's also an August 4th, right? But that's it's a weekly. We're a little late to the weekly. Actually, no, we're on. I guess we're still okay. If you want to play short-term profits, right? We can look at the August 4th expiry, and let me pull up the puts. Has a single option. Let me see. Yeah, I would. Oh yeah, I would actually look at. I'm naturally drawn to the $5 strike, slightly out of the money. $5 puts. They're looking. Okay, they have a delta of 30.57. It's a little low, right? So that's the only reason I guess I would probably choose the 550 put. It's just the open interest is kind of larger on the open interest is kind of larger on the $5 put, which is actually it's way. The volume is also 2,217. Wow. I hate to see it like that. Okay, let me just look for the hell of it. I'm gonna look at the 550s on August 11th for a 10-day expiry here. You're minimizing delta here. Let's see August 18th. Hold on. Wow, so your highest delta is going to be the first. Yeah, your highest delta you're going to find right now is just going to be the 550. But the open interest isn't there. The open interest is really the open interest is really on the $4 strike, but that's a little far. And I also don't like to see a delta of 15, right? Because the closer we are, the thing is here in the options contract, I'd rather be closer to at the money than not. So, with that said, I would definitely favor the August 4th $5 strikes. And let's see. What's the gamma value on this? 14 of gamma. Wow. Yeah, this can be a serious gainer. Has a bid of 65. So yeah, another reason why I'm actually selecting this one is because the bid and ask is tight. I don't want to choose something that has a large bid and ask difference. Right, so let the volatility come to us later. So 65 to 75 is your bid and ask right now. And it last traded for 68. That would be my focus for short term. Not a problem, Christopher. I got you, brother. Golden shower cross for FNGR. The golden shower cross. Take a look at that, man. Oh my goodness. It's oh, bro. They are almost kissing. Jeez. That is very powerful. J Pong, what is up, my dude? Yeah, let's do it. So yeah, my brother, I think, that's considering that we have enough volatility coming in. Okay, so if that's the case here, let me go back to it. Hold on. Oh man, it's so critical here. Let's see if we can get it. Let's see if we can gain entry. Where though? Okay. So there's weakness showing on the 5-minute into the 15-minute. The 30-minute is already reacting to it with a slight upside. Hourly and bi-hourly are also reactive to the downside. So in all reality, man, all these wicks, these long wicks to the upside, that's bull exhaustion. Oof. Yeah, I'm almost nervous about this, but I think entry is at 566 to around maybe 570 if we can get that upside. Off-Grid Gorilla, thank you so much, my brother. That really means a lot. Your entry is pretty much right around here. 570 would be the top side, but at 565 would essentially be right around that. Yes, I'll look at it, my brother. Let me just go ahead and take a look at... Oh, man. That is crazy. Oh. Ooh, this is volatility, man. If this can reach any downside here, temporary bounce at 532 to validate the current lows at 556, and then essentially continue onwards here. I would say 510 to maybe even 490. I would say 495 near the SMA 50. That could be a serious play. Lots of volatility coming in, and the volatility actually increases when downsides happen. So you may actually get an IV pump on that as well. J. Abrams, Palantir. Hold on just a sec, team. Let's go ahead and just take a look at a couple things here. Let's see. Sorry, what was the... I need to take a look at QBTS real quick. Let's see. Man, bro, this thing is just playing games. I mean, this is tweezer tops like this. Like, these are very convincing to me, man. And this was a huge bull trap too. Let's see it. Let's see it. Okay. So 30-minute, we have an upside. Right? So, but the 30-minute has a resistance on the RSI. And it's also at the gravitational zone. So meaning that we would find resistance from not only the SMA 14, but also from the gravitational zone. That resistance can be found if it has enough juice to reach it, that is 250 to 253. That would be a pretty relevant resistance to face there. Okay, and let me see the hourly time frame. Downside on the hourly, downside on the bi-hourly, 3-hour downside. 4-hour reacting to the downside, 6-hour reacting to the downside. Dude. Bro, I'm honest here, dude. I still am bearish this asset. I feel like the bulls think that they gained. I mean, it may very well be it, right? The bulls feel like they regained the inside of the channel here, but the channel this is a three, the ascending wedge, right? This is 3 tests. That is bear territory, right? So I really am thinking that you can reach this zone here, dude. 250 to 253 with enough of a push, but you would face a very strong resistance within this area. And that's if that happens, dude. Careful with this. $3 land today, and then down the road continue to 6 and 7. 6 and 7. That is like 300% away. I mean, anything's possible, right? But I feel like we need to get if you're looking at a macro scope like that, $6 or $7, we need to reaccumulate here. And I would suggest for the price action to retrace to 164, and then we could get a pretty nice bounce based on this demand zone here. So yeah, just keep an eye on that. Lynn, Arca, you talked about VS. Will it pop anytime? Man, VS was something that we made a play out of that 2-3 months ago, maybe. I think I forgot about the ticker. I haven't seen it in quite some time, but we'll load it up, right? So I'll just pull it up there because we still have a couple other requests. Hold on just a sec. So let me load up here another master layout and pull up the ticker symbol first of all, yeah, let me just look at Palantir, right? We're gonna have that up. Let me open up another iteration here, and that would be for someone. You said VS, right? Off-grid gorilla TUP in $5 puts August 4th. Let's go. Are you already printing? I hope it is. Oof! Look at that. That volatility is increasing to the downside, man. That is throttle. My goodness. Yeah, keep an eye on this area here. We can start removing some risk. 532 could actually be a zone where you start to consider it, right? Because there is a few other areas that we can look at here for a potential support. And yeah, this is very nice. This is definitely looking okay. This is it's hitting some stops. A lot of take profits here, right? Also because it was very close to the $6 target, so naturally speaking, right? So you should be gaining extrinsic value pretty violently right now. Okay, this is the type of price action that you want for weekly options, right? This is how you get the most out of your options contract when you know when the volatility is coming in. 544 pushing to the downside. Good entry. Very good entry. There you go. 540 dropping. Keep your eyes on this target down here. Okay, SMA 10 shifting slightly lower. Let's go ahead and shift our support down. Right, there we go. 530 is now the new zone you want to keep an eye on. This bounce that you're facing right now was based on these two candles right over here. The closing of this candle here too. Right, temporary upside. Resistance coming up at 551. Earnings was the rug pull. Oh, I see what you mean. But so see, it says right here, this was 3 hours ago. Tupperware stock skyrockets 24% ahead of the opening bell. Let's see, Uber. Oh, so Caterpillar too, and Uber. Nice. Yeah, temporary resistance coming up. If it does have the juice to reach it, this is going to be a critical resistance, 551. There you go. That was one touch, 552. Let's get it. 549, 548. Oof. 551 is pretty critical. Careful. 550. 551. 553. Here he goes. Just try to get that resistance. Lots of buyers stepping in. I'll go switch later on for FNGR to pump. I am in the belief that could be what's happening here. So let's take a look at a couple tickers here, team. Let's hold on. I remember LIDR, right? You wanted me to see it. Here's the pullback that we were talking about, team. Resistance was perfect. 54.93 top, just like we said. 54.83 was the one that we talked about, right? The pullback is to the area of about 46.11 to this right over here, the Gaussian bottom, which could be about 47.77. Not sure that it can reach all the way down there, but the more immediate support would be 46.11. So keep your eye on that. I think that this is just temporary. And even still, even if the price action came all the way back down to the SMA 50 located at about 37.31, that's bullish. That would be, honestly, I would encourage that. You'll get a serious pump. Right? So that's for you, Big B. Let's look at Palantir. Wow, that's nice. That's pretty healthy. Okay, so oh wow, huge gap up from yesterday. Is it in expectations of earnings beat? Wall Street bet stocks mixed pre-market. SoFi Technologies poised to fall, PayPal to rise. Palantir selected by Department of Defense to automate spectrum coordination workflows. Okay. It's running on some news. Is this news bullish enough, though? It looks like it is. I mean, we have a very slow and steady upside here. Daily golden cross already happened. That means that we're probably facing a daily silver cross soon enough, or it may have already triggered. It actually did, right? So this is making me feel like we're about to get some type of macro shift somewhere. Let's see the 3-day time frame. Ooh, is it the buy daily? Buy daily golden cross already happened. 5-day silver cross is in. Weekly silver cross. The weekly silver cross is in. Okay, we're converging here to create the bi-weekly silver cross. So that's going to take maybe another week to get there. Everything is still very bullish within this asset. The only thing that I'm a little afraid of here is the fact that you do have some declining volume, right? And you have, just increasing price, inclining price. So that's usually a bearish divergence. But it doesn't feel like it won't. Let's keep on validating. Let me go to the 30-minute. I want to see just how it's feeling. Okay, EMA 21 support on the 30-minute, upside pivot on the stochastic momentum and increasing volatility. The downside here is very probable since we're testing the EMA 21 and the SMA 10. Check it out here on the SMA 14 of the RSI. Sort of diminishing here in the bear pressure that we might be facing a floor here. Let me see. Hourly time frame reactive to the 30-minute, but the bi-hourly and 3-hour and 4-hour are still not. Okay, so there, if we're gonna face the lowest pullback I can see happen would probably be at the 4-hour SMA 10 located at about 1880, and it's a range to 1901. Okay, so 1880 to 1901 could be an area of support. 1901, yeah, like that. Just in case that we do, just in case we do continue to the downside here. Okay, so let me see something else. I want to make sure that I'm not missing anything. Let's see ARQ armor. Let's see what it's doing for us. Still with a long signal here. It actually longed us from. Yeah, if we would have taken the strategy entry at 1731, currently sitting at 1974, huge upside. Okay. Let me see the hourly. The hourly is giving you a short. And it's still honoring it. 30 minutes short was very aggressive. That is very aggressive. Literally at the opening of the... It just said you got downside, 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 upside. It's like, not short. I don't like this. Oof. Wow, team. Okay, so yeah, I think this is yeah, I really do think that we can face that downside. I'm gonna have to stick to my guns here. 1880 to 1901. And then we'll take a look at that, right? So, Welby, 594, that is absolutely expected. No, it's not crashing. It's the quiet period. It's 9 a.m. It's 8:50 in the morning. This is usually where all the take profits happen. All the day traders taking taking their position close, right? This is, and you'll see here that we're going to see cryptic traders stopping in about 10 to 15 minutes. It's just, this is the morning pullback. The new traders are going to come in alongside the opening of the new, of the shift, right? That's going to happen at around 9:30 to 10:30, closer to 10:30 a.m. And that's when we're going to start getting some potential continuation, if the sentiment so feels like it, right? But I'm just saying that's usually how it happens, right? So look at this, SPY getting the pullback here, right? So that's how you can tell, right? Tesla also getting a pullback. Nvidia also down from its high of about 468.72, currently at 466. Apple pulling back as well. Everything will likely be pulling back from this point. Normal price action. Why is there a shift? Because there is a wide belief that the algorithms change at 10:30 a.m. So if the algorithms switch at 10:30 a.m., then a lot of professional day traders don't want to be a part of that, and they just take opportunities based on the morning volatility, which is anywhere between 6:30 and 9:30 a.m. So the price action after that slows down dramatically and starts increasing back at 10:30 a.m. and that would be 10:30 to about 11:30. Right? There we go. Got to get the car started. Let's do it. All right. Let's see. Plus the boys got to go to get lunch. That's right. It really does play out like that, team. Right? So, yeah, that's traditionally how it's taught. It really is taught like that, team. My mentor himself told me, he goes, get out of the trade. Get out of the trade by around 9 a.m. He said, lock in your profits, get out. Come back the next day, do it all over again. I can't understand. Damn, bros. How is 594 considered crashing? Yeah, no, not at all, team. Not at all, not at all. 594 is merely a pullback, and actually I'm heavily considering loading some more options here. Let's see what's up. Where the heck is my damn watch list? Come on. Here it is, here it is. Let's see what's up, team. September 15th looking juicy. Wow. Yeah, there is. Oh man. Let me see. Yeah, let me see this. Super tempting, team. Really feel like I want to get into some more September 15th calls. Wow. Let's see the open interest on the 8. I feel like it's too far. Maybe the $7. Maybe the $7 strike ones. Let's see. Open interest 213, not bad. Gamma of about 9 cents and a delta of 54.59. That's pretty good. Where are we sitting? 5.99. It's coming back. It's coming back to in the money on our $6 calls. Let's see. 750,000. Wow. Oh, Jupiter. Yes. Yeah. I'm sorry, Jennifer. What's up with you? FFIE, is it bouncing? That was Sebastian Lim's call out yesterday. Were you talking about it too? Yeah, team. I think I want to long the bid on. That would be one. Wow. Okay. Yeah, I think I want to long the $7 strikes September 15th expiry long calls. Let me see if I can get the order going now. The bid and ask is actually 125 to 135, so it's pretty balanced. That's good. There's a huge ask at 135, so I'm gonna go ahead and long the bid 125. I'm gonna see if I can catch that ride. Let's see. All right. There it is, team. My limit is in. $7 strike. And that is the September 15th call. You're looking at a delta of 54. Gamma of 9. Your Vega is 2 zeros and 82, close to 1 cent. Okay, and the, yeah, nice. And it has an 207% on implied volatility. It's a little high, right? But it's I can see these going up to 300% even. So we still have room for an IV pump on this as well. Okay. No. I went down to that's a very tight. Oh. Hold on just a sec, team. The little lady's here. I gotta go say goodbye. She's leaving to work. Just a moment, team. Just a moment. Just a moment. What is good, team? Notice the silence right now. It's not as hot outside, right? So I'm gonna see what it's gonna be like for us to stream with only the central air on, right? So we don't have the little unit on right now. So you should hear Arca right now in utter clarity. HD Arca. Boom, chicka, wow, wow. What's up, Steve? Joel, let's see. FNGR is shorted out of the kazoo. Apparently it is. I mean, I guess let's just, I'll try to find out some information, right? So let's see. Oh my goodness. Let me type in some metrics here and see what the utter clarity. That's right. Dolby Atmos Arca. It is beyond fiber optics. Surround sound Arca. So let's see. As of August 1st, 2023, the short interest, the figure motion, is about 3%. So this means that 3.01% of the company's total float is currently sold short, which is, I don't really find that to be the case. The float is a number of shares that are available to be traded in the open market, right? So a short interest of 3.0% is considered to be below average. However, figure motion has been the target of short squeezes in the past, so it is possible that the short interest could increase in the future. Well, I mean, at least I don't have Ortex or ASMR Arca. I don't have Ortex or Fintel, right? So we're not going to be able to tell what those current metrics are. But yeah, and also, you know what we can do too is look at this. So we can go and open up a brand new chart here. So Daryl's saying that TUP has a high short interest of around 27%. Yeah. As it's going up, right, it's going to be harder and harder to borrow it. Let me put this on and then check this out. Let me see. Let me see if I have the FINRA reporting here. So there is a steady decline in short activity, right? It's getting shorted in ladders because of this is here, people stopping out, or just taking. I don't know if they're in profit, right? I don't know if they're out of the money. I don't know what they're doing, right? But this is a clean regression, right? And it's suggesting that it would just continue dropping. Also here, this was high conviction short, and then now it's not so high conviction, right? Huge notch. So it's looking okay. Right, so let me go back and see. Wonder what Arca is and his lady are doing. Dude, no, she usually leaves to work at like 9 a.m. She's a project coordinator for her work, right? So she has a lot of leverage, and she's also been there for like 11 or 12 years. So she has a lot of respect, and that's honestly why she can choose her schedule, right? She can come in later than others, also leave later than others, or come in earlier than others, and it just comes with that plate, right? So QBTS, let me see, possible inverse head and shoulders, right? So yeah, she tends to leave at around 9 or 9:30 in the morning, right? So she's a little earlier than normal right now, but she just she usually leaves in a rush, right? So she texted me earlier saying, hey, can you start the car, right? Because she has a remote start. And I have the key number 2 here, so I can just turn on the car. So that's usually a sign that I'm in a rush. I gotta go, right? So I'm gonna try to help her out as fast as I could. Danielle Spears, what's up? Good morning to you. Thank you for coming by. Phil, I was waiting for somebody to actually say that. I know that Ham and also William have mentioned those metrics, right? But I can't find any information on it. Do you by any chance? Lizzie, remote start is the best thing during Chicago winters. Yeah, I bet, man. It's just like a knifing cold seat, right? Just so sharp, the cold. Oh my goodness. So yeah, Phil, do you by any chance know or have a link to something that can show us that metric in writing, right? Because a lot of people are speaking of that 150 to around 170 million shares out on loan out of the 20 million allowable float. That's ridiculous. Oh my goodness. So my son bought me a remote starter when I lived in is that Maine? No, that's MEE, right? So what is that, Minnesota? No, that's MA. Oh my goodness. I don't know my state's team. Do not. All right, so Matcha, what's up? LIDR, good entry point. Let's see. We were talking about we were talking about a potential technically this would already be me scaling in. Right, we're right at the 50% of the support touch, right at the support line of the Gaussian band. I would at least scale in here, me personally, right? If we're talking about paper trading here, team. Simulator trading. Minnesota. Can you make the accent, Danielle? I have friends from there and they totally get me all the time. It's so funny. So I would be scaling in right now, right? So this would be an area. The second area would be 41.26 and the third would be 37.21. Oh, what? Here's another question. Here's a question for you. Here's a question for you. Pepsi, Coke, any of those things. Look at you. Is that pop? Is that soda pop, or do you say just pop, or how is that referred to in your state? And I think it's generally like that, right? So yeah, I would be reaccumulating here. I really do think this is area number 1, area number 2, 41.26, just to retouch, right? And then the SMA 50 located down here at about 30, it's going to fluctuate a little, 37.40, 37.36. Just pop? Okay. So, right, I was... a while ago, I was in Ponca City, Oklahoma, right? So literally pretty close to Tornado Alley, right? So I asked, I was looked at weird when I asked for a Coke, right? I mean, I know people say Coke too, but I think I said, I must have said soda or I think I asked for a Fanta. I forgot what I asked for, but she goes, yeah, I'll get you a pop. And I'm like, a what? I'm like, I told her, no, I'm sorry. I was really young too, right? I was probably 15, 16. I told her, no, I want, but like I said, I don't remember what I asked for, but I think I reiterated that I wanted a Fanta. She goes, oh, right. So we're talking about soda pop. And I'm like, damn, that took me back to the 50s. And I'm like, wow, that's so cool. But Minnesota has Mountain Dew and, okay, no one serves dew. Wow. Okay, that's interesting. No, not a problem, Match. I got you. Welby saying, let's go, reload. Most people say pop here, but I say soda. Zephram, I forgot, what state is that? Does it suck? Okay, how about this? When you hear me talk, do I have an accent to your ear? Do I sound like I have an accent? And what is that accent? You're in Illinois? Nice, dude. So that's, everybody says pop there except for you. Zephram, you would, bro. Oh, man. Down south, everything is Coke. Okay. I wanted to validate this, right? Because one of my good friends told me that they have family in Minnesota too, and they all also, it's just pop for them. But tell me, do I sound like I have an accent? And what does that accent sound like to you? Right, I asked this to some British people too all the time. I appreciate you, Imagine. You have no accent. Okay, good. So I don't sound like I have some type of accent. I was gonna tell you, hey, do I sound like am I gardening here? You know, am I a landscaper? Do you hear that accent there? I'm just playing around. Oh my goodness. From Indiana, sound normal to me. Okay, that's good. At least we have that. I sound normal, team. That's good. You grew up in Chicago, and it's popped in Chicago too. Wow. Is that an East Coast thing then, right? So it could be just an East Coast thing. I don't know how it's like in Texas and you know, those states in the middle. I have no idea what they would be. But, you know, immediately after Texas is Oklahoma. So right there, you're starting to say pop. So I hate that I couldn't test it in Texas. Texas is soda? Wow. Look at that. Texas is soda right at the border, favoring the West. Oh my goodness. I always thought pop was a Midwest thing. Me too, I guess. You know, no, to my surprise, all of this right now, right? So it's curious how the languages go around. So in Boston, you say pocked the car instead of, and let's see, at Harvard Yard. I have a friend. He's a Southie in Boston, Mass. Right? He's his name is Mac. No, Texas is definitely not Oklahoma, dude. Definitely not. Oh my goodness, the weather there is terrible in Oklahoma, man. It's super around these times, so muggy, so thick, so hot, right? So pop in Canada also. All right, so Canada team, that's all the way across the whole U.S. So our thesis is just invalidated immediately. We need further back testing. Like, what's up, Pop? What's up, Pop? If you say hi to your dad in a restaurant and people are like, would you like a pop? Like, I'm sorry, were you asking for a soda? Right? Discount special for FNGR right now, clearance. Let's go to the clearance section of the FNGR aisle and see what's going down with it, right? So FNGR looking like it's at, oh, nice. Okay, so here, team, I'm literally, I have my, did I get filled? Remember, team, full transparency, I'm actually loading up $7 strikes, September 15th expiry calls here, okay? So, oh, it's getting so close. The bid just dropped to 135. Nice, it's getting close to me. Come on. I definitely knew that I was not going to buy at the ask, right? Because that thing would have just, it would have dipped out on me right now. We're in that zone right now. 915 is okay. This is the slowing down area. Where is Cryptic Trader? Because that guy is usually in by this time, right? He's done with his trading. The clearance section. That's right, Daniel Gonzalez, dude. The clearance section. We're in the clearance section of the FNGR aisle right now. It's looking good. Pick them up while they're there, team. First come, first serve. Which broker do you use for options? Unfortunately, James, for now I am using Webull for options, right? So I am going to be, you know, eventually when I have enough capital, I am going to be doing options in 2 different brokers as well. So likely Centerpoint Securities would be one broker that I'm going to use for the short side of things, for downside. And then I would be using, I feel like Interactive Brokers is a little pricey for me, especially with their locate fees. Speaking of short positions, right? So it would be Centerpoint Securities and maybe, or Cobra Trading for downside, right? For the short thesis. And then from there, I don't know. I guess I gotta do some, I guess I gotta do some research there. I mean, I may stick to Interactive for the upside. But they're just, it's just, they have the blue light special. That's right. They just have, you know, they're pretty expensive. That's all I'm trying to say. Come on, man. People are people are actually starting to load up. They're increasing the bid. It's at 125. It's not bad, right? But it is dropping from the outside of it. I want to get filled here, team. And then we'll see. But I gotta observe as well if the strength is gonna end to the downside or what. 15-minute SMA 50? I don't know. Wow, that would be incredible for it to test, but I don't know that we can do that. The bottom side of the range is 580. We're at 586, right within that bounce area. Let me go back to the options chain here. Price action showing 589 if you're curious on Webull right now. I think the retracement was to this area, brother. I don't know that I said 585 directly because I usually talk about ranges, right? So maybe Steve, South is so crazy with nicknames. I'm called Pops by my grandson, and yes, my wife is Lolly. Lollipops. So we are lollipops. I love it, man. That's actually a really good thing. So Peyton saying LIDR starting to bounce from the levels you said. Good call. Okay, that is good to hear. Did I have it somewhere up here? LIDR, so many tickers, right? Nice. Good deal. Yeah, this was, around here was the loading zone, right? So we could get some bounces here. It looks like it's reclaiming the inside of the SMA3. I'm sorry, the SMA3 of the 3-day chart, and also the bottom side of the Gaussian, right? But just autopilot took over the wrong way there. So if there is another pullback team, I don't know, but in case there is, 43.90, 43.87 could be it, right? So yeah, definitely keep an eye on that. Jupiter, I'm sorry. I know. Let me look at that for you. Of course. You were asking me about that quite some time ago. So off-grid gorilla, what are we looking like? 540, 541. Nice is falling, man. 535 low already. It's looking good. I know that you're in the put play right here, right? So just keep an eye on that target that I'm talking about. Potentially 530 could be a little bit of an area that it can bounce. I'm not sure that it's going to use it as a reversal point, but I do see us testing the SMA 10 back at 541 and continuing on, right? But we'll observe it, right? But it's looking good so far. You should be pretty clean in the money. Yeah, I'll look at that OCEA right after I take a look at this MGAM, right? So he did? Okay, I see. Let's look at that. So that's mobile global. Okay, let's go to the daily time frame and see what's going on with the behavior of the asset, right? So huge gap up. What's the cost basis? Do you know by any chance? Sometimes that could impair the play a little bit. Let's see. Sorry, team. I'm also keeping an eye on my positions too, as I am not done loading FNGR. Okay, so it looks like I'm going to be able to get a load here way beyond 587, maybe 581. Okay, anyway, so the overall behavior is actually a reaccumulation, and it's very clear. Man, it's perfect, actually. Wow, let me see this. When it's this perfect, there could be a really nice play here, but hold on. Oh my goodness. The only thing I'm afraid of. Oh, right. Nice. That's very interesting. Okay, let me continue on here, team. I'm going to go ahead and shine light into whatever. I notice that I do that a lot. I'm like, oh, whoa, cool, whoa. And I'm not saying anything. So everybody's like, what? What's he looking at? What is it? What is it? Arca, shut up. Tell us what you're looking at. Right, so broadening descending wedge here. Daily time frame. Top side of the resistance here would be 84.91, which is where the SMA 200 is. Very close to it. Oh my goodness. That's going to be a very strong area of resistance. Test number 1, 2, 3, 4. Temporary pullback here. The loading zone could be 65.52. Hold on. 65.52. Can I favor? Yes, I can. Oh, I totally can. 65.52 to 62.92. Potential reload. Right? Then for it to take its price action up to here, I'm doing a discretion first before indicators, okay? So, sorry, it's just I need to do that in that manner first. It needs to be. It must be that way. Okay, so, yeah, let's just draw the range of resistance, right, so that we know. Just like this. This is your area of resistance, 84.85 to 88.30. Let me see if I can get that validated too with the geometric. Oof. Look at that. That is perfect. Score spot 618, 8488, 8485. Did I even meet it closely? 85. Yep. That is highly confluent. So, did I get filled? Oh, did I? No, not yet. Damn it. It's at 589. It's like holding there. I'm gonna have to look at the strength if it's gonna reverse now. It's 923. It's getting close-ish. Yeah, I would rather get filled somewhere around now before the price action ends up continuing to the upside. Let's observe the momentum indicators here. So the daily time frame already showing that the EMA3 is pivoted. Look at this. Volatility is increasing drastically here. This is exaggerating. Let's go to the 30-minute time frame. 30-minute time frame upside pivot in stochastics. We have contraction on volatility, diminishing bear pressure on that MACD. Nice. Hourly time frame starting to get that upside too on both the EMA3 and SMA14 of stochastics. Contraction starting in volatility as well. Mathematically speaking, this is starting to kind of reverse here. Oh, is it? It's at 587 I'm showing. I want it to come down more. I want it to come down to 580 or 581, I think it was, right? You hit the panic button? Still not filled, team. Still not filled. I'm waiting for it. I don't want to chase it, and I do feel that I can reach a little lower for me to get in that $7 strike. September 15th call. No way. No. These are, I'm not selling. I'm gonna to tell you the truth, it's not usual for me to. Oh, you loaded up? Nice. It's not usual for me to hold options contracts overnight, as I don't like overnight exposure. But I'm really bullish. I'm really bullish this asset, man. So 2-hour time frame with a downside pivot still. It looks like it's starting to be a little reactive to it. The floor, what it's telling me here is that the floor may very well have been in already, which is a very good thing. Oh, right, yeah, Welby. Oh, right. Of course, you know my play. I feel like, yeah, I mean, if I was playing volatility on short, it's just, I don't see any 0 DTEs here. What I mean by that is the same day expiration options contracts. If I was playing 0 DTE, I would have already been way up. But I'm not looking for that, because I think that there's a huge shift in momentum towards the upside and a macro breakout too. So this is why I'm kind of bullish FNGR, and I'm willing to break my rules by holding options contracts overnight and buying them like several weeks into expiry. The further out, yeah, it's just I have a lot of extrinsic value, right? But as we jump into the 6, I'm going to add up the extrinsic plus the intrinsic value of the options because I ran in the money. So it's looking okay. Yeah, dude, I think MGAM is actually trying to make its reversal here. Let me go back to the daily. I think it was on the day. Was it the daily or was it a 12-hour? We already reached that. In the pre-market, it reached it. That is very annoying. I hate that it did that. Ugh. Okay, so this thing already met its topside target in the 12-hour, and that was because of pre-market activity. So that's why he's not showing on the damn day. Okay, but the daily traders are still in that belief. And we're getting a shift here. Yeah, I'm still bullish the asset, man. Loading could be 62.92 to 65.52. Potential upside continuation here. First of all, we're going to have to combat the area between 72.44 and 75.45, slightly adjusted to the top side of the candle, which is 76.88. So I'll draw that in for you. That'll be the 72.44 to the top side of about, what was it again? 77.28, right? This would be an immediate resistance here. So if you were to get, let's just say you got entry here, right, at 65.23. Bottom side of the support is an 11% move to the upside. Top side of the, the resistance. And the top side of the resistance, 18.5%. If we do continue onwards and upwards, that move can get you clean 30% to around 35% return. So that's pretty nice. I don't feel overly bearish on the ticker. I actually think that it bounced pretty significantly, considering that it went down to 57 and it recovered all the way to 67. That'll shift momentum to the upside any day. Did I get filled or what, man? Still not filled, still holding 589. That's making me nervous. Ugh. I hate it. Let's see, 12:30 to 1 Eastern for algo switch, right? Eastern, like New York time is 3 hours ahead of me. QBTS, that's the upside that I'm talking to you about, bro. I'm really talking about, I'm talking about a resistance touch. Oh, you weren't around when I covered it? 250 to 253 is what I'm looking for. I'm looking for 250 to 253 and then a pretty strong pullback from there. As this may start making a very typical breakout formation for an ascending broadening wedge. Goodness, dude. That's I may be wrong, right? Of course. Right, but here is the you see it now? Just with that there. You have your head here. So shoulder. Could it be? Maybe. I don't know. Right? But if that's the case, that would not be good. Your neckline is literally the support here. So that would be a trend line. Let's go ahead and get that. Trend line, take it from the top side of the head all the way to the neckline to gain that price objective. You apply it to the bottom side of the right shoulder, which could be arguably here, right? Taking you down to a pretty confluent target. It's 117. If that plays out. If that plays out. But I am looking at an upside here. Jupiter saying, thank you very much, Arca. My father will probably have a positive stonk this time. Oh, man. The algo switched up on... No, we were already expecting a downside here. Oh, man. So, off-grid gorilla, I was thinking that it would bounce from 530, right? So, in fact, it bounced from 533, damn it. Right? So, let's just see. And yeah, it's doing what I'm telling you, right? We came back up to test right up to 551, right? The SMA 10 as resistance. So, this could be the shift, right? This could be the shift as a guide. I mean, the SMA 10 could be the guide now for the downside. So, yeah, keep your eyes on this. I think you should be okay still. Right? It's just, it has to follow these little rules. They're so annoying at times, right? But it's all good. FNGR, getting that 588 push. 592 looking like, oh my goodness, man. Let me see if I can get a resistance. What is that? That was 589. 592 is currently right up here. Is there a resistance to follow? There is a resistance coming up at 594. So let me see if we can get a pullback from that area too. That's a paper trade. That is absolutely right. Picked up 1,000 shares of paper at 586 FNGR. Good deal. Very good deal. Right? That's pretty much the support zone here. The loading zone. Demand area. Not bad. Not bad whatsoever, my brother. Just, I'm over here just looking at this freaking thing not filling, man. I hate it. What is going down? Where's it at right now? Let's see. Just a sec, team. Gotta Wow. Let's see. Okay, it's coming slightly down. 586. Okay. Does FNGR want? Does it want that touch? I'm not sure. Actually, let me pull up the SMA 10 here and see if there could be something within that. No. Okay. I need to display my EMAs. I want to see what it's doing. So EMA 20 right now is a resistance. EMA 30 is a support. Oh my goodness. And the EMA 50 and the SMA 50 are pretty much at the same place. Oh goodness, you can't tell. I mean, here it's like impossible to tell what or when or who. Right? So here's your resistance and here's your support. Goodness gracious. I hate that. Right, so, man, that's best guess at this point. Jeez. Okay, so the Fosman, let's see. Oh, OCEA is something that we have to look at, team. That's right. Yeah, MGAM looking pretty good. I may have to manage my position here, team. Just a sec. I'm gonna look at this one next, but just a sec, okay? Because I you know, yes, I am streaming with you, but I also live paper trade, right? As some people say that they're, you know, it's cool that Arca does the trade in person. I'm like what? What do you mean? Of course I do. You know, what do you mean? And apparently there's people who talk the play, but they can't walk the walk, right? They'll talk the talk, they can't walk the walk. And I found that to be just ridiculous. I'm like, man, this the point of you being an influencer for YouTube finance is so that you can also show it in person, right? So what do you mean you can't trade it? But it goes back to that saying that I just told you earlier, right? So it's one thing to call the plays and quite another to trade the play. I was thinking we should have a pool for when Ms. Arca doesn't work anymore. Nice. You can walk the walk. Dude, I have a walk. Actually, that's how I make my fried rice, man. I love making fried rice. I love making some Chinese cuisine. I stick a little bit more to Thai fried rice, though. Babies, let's see. What is that? Babies on IGAI today? All right, so, dude, come on. Is it pumping to the upside? I'm sorry, team. I was supposed to be managing my thing before we look at it. OCEA. We're falling beneath. Oh, is it? Hold on. Okay, we're what time frame is this? We're below VWAP on the hourly. Resistance coming up at 594. Is 594 located at the oh nice. Okay, so resistance at 590 at the EMA 20. And VWAP, you know what? I think Balancer might have a hold on. This one has a different moving average though. So let me see. Let me pull up Sniper for ARQ. Right, and I think the VWAP there is set to a pretty nice. Let me get rid of the averages. Okay, let me take a look at something here. I want to see if I have it all. Yeah. Okay. So that's 591 15-minute VWAP. That could be the resistance here before a continuation. We'll see. We have to keep an eye on that. We are still bullish finger, right? Oh, dude, of course. Oh my goodness. I'm trying to get this thing lower. I'm trying to make this dude drop a bit here. I'm trying to gain entry, right? For the yeah, it's dropping a little bit without getting that actual VWAP touch. 589 showing on TradingView is actually showing 587 on Webull. Slight difference here. For the Fozman, for some reason you knew I was in California because of my accent? Or is it because of the chill vibes, bro? What kind of led you to think that? I'm curious over that. So Arca is the real deal, y'all. Ian Tucker, you're the real deal, my bro. All right, let's right now while we're getting this this downside here, I think I may actually be able to get filled. We'll see. Right, so OCEA finding resistance from the daily SMA 50. And I see that there's a reaccumulation event happening here too, and that's it looks like a 6-hour maybe or 4-hour broadening descending wedge or descending broadening wedge. I always get it all backwards. So, let's see. Maybe 6-hour. Yeah, let me do this again. I want to make sure that I'm looking at it correctly. I don't want to just say whatever here. But there is a yeah, okay, well, I mean, that was a death cross here on the 6-hour. Not the best thing in the world. So let's go ahead and look at this. Oh, there it is. There it actually is. Not convinced. Hold on. Okay. These are very close to each other. That's but they're lining up nicely. Wow, this is very narrow. One, two, three, four. It took its profit. Oh, it made it. No wonder it's failing right now. So per the trading book rules, right? Test number 1, 2, 3, capitulation, breakout test on number 4, true breakout test number 4, take profit would be the genesis of the formation. Let's draw it in. So we're literally looking back in time right now, right? So this was the take profit. It was suggesting 616. Price action went today to a high of 623. So very impressive. It ultimately made a lower high. So that's not the best thing for the asset. I know it's very close here, right? But it still sort of made a macro lower high, right? So this is what I mean. This, right? So I can see it I can see it just based on these two targets here that it was trying to just do kind of this here. Look at that. See? So, very natural resistance, and also this is very impressive actually, that you have a descending broadening wedge suggesting the top side target at about 6, whatever that was. You get the top side of that, which also matches the resistance of a huge regression, right? So, and I mean, it is pretty big, right? Since it's February 2023 all the way to August today, August 1st. Don't you tell me that, bro. Well, be putting in 882 finger. I'm like, bro, don't say that. Oh my goodness. Did I get filled or what? Right. So this was, yeah, I was expecting the VWAP to reject. It did. Okay, we're continuing on to the downside. Let me see where the options contract is. You're full of crap. You're full of crap. Not feeling me, man. What are you talking about? All right, let me go ahead and go into that options area. Thank you for reminding me, my brother. Let's see what it's looking like. Oh, it's so close. It is so close. Already getting a bounce. You know what? I mean, if I'm literally $3 out. Might as well just market it. Let me go ahead and just do that. Here we go. Nope, it's not going to let me market it. Current volatility is not going to allow me to do that. That's so annoying. Like, you let me buy it when I want to buy it. What the heck is going on? Interesting. Is it really sitting there? Let's see, 130. Had a bit of one. Here he goes. Here he goes. Come on, drop it. Back to 585. This should be enough push. This should be enough push for a downside. Come on. Let's get it. Let's get it. Man, I'm just one notch away from my entry here, which is really annoying because I feel like I want to push it. I hate that anxiety. I hate it. I hate it so much. And I'm like forgetting all logic too. Let me go to the 30-minute downside. Bi-hourly recovery. 5-minute downside. No, 15-minute downside. Let's see. It's sort of trying to recover here. The downside is limited. Why is it limited? Let's see the hourly RSI, and I want to compare all of these. Just real fast, team. Sorry about that. Oh, goodness. There it is. 3-hour RSI, SMA 14 support. We're just about there. Very likely we have the 6-hour, the 4-hour are suggesting a little bit further of downside here, which means that we could technically get 580 again. Well, I mean, we got 580. What was the low on this? 581. Man, it went to 581. We were talking about a 580 drop, and I'm still not filled. How in the world is? What do you mean the current volatility, man? Get out of here, guys! I can't wait to get out of Webull. This is not the place I belong. I do not belong there. When the Golden Cross, Ian Tucker, what is going on with that Golden Cross, right? Hold on just a sec. We're going to look at that too. I just want to make sure that I can secure a position here. So if you're tuning in just now, I am talking about opening a simulator trade, right? We're going to do long calls, $7 strike. It's got a delta of 54 and I think a gamma of like 17, which is massive. And then it's got an expiry of September 15th. I already have exposure to a $6 strike. September 15th. Anxiety. Let's see the close friend to the trading world. Oh yeah, absolutely. Actually, that formation that we were just talking about on OCEA. Check that out. Did that just happen right now? This is anxiety, this formation. How long ago did this happen? Oh, it's been happening. Okay. I thought it just happened right now. I'm not remembering it. Okay. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Maybe this could be the consolidation before a continuation. QBTS. All right, here we go. Watch it, dude. Watch it. Watch it. This is a very dangerous area you're in, man. Top side of the resistance you're looking at here already combated my resistance, 265 to 268. Watch out with that. But sometimes this may appear as just like a wick upside of the resistance level, right? But let's see. Let's see how far this can go up real quick. The range low. Technically 264 would have been it. Now, if we're considering a shorter range, actually no, that was the range. Yeah, I guess I can consider a shorter range. Maybe the candle before this breakout. Yeah, 264 again at the 4 spot 618. We're getting resistance right now at the 4 spot 236, right? But yeah, that's literally the bottom side of the area that I'm speaking of right here. 265 to the candle, 264 top. What is it? 265, yeah. To the top side of about 268. If it does get that high, right? So watch out with this one, brother. I'm a little scared over what's happening here. Huge head and shoulders potential, bearish formations, buy formation. This is a test of the wave number 2 top, right? That's all kind of playing towards a short thesis. I'm sorry about that, bro. I don't mean to remain bearish, right? But usually if you know how I am too, I'll call it. I will call the bull side any day. Right, but I want to be as transparent with you as I can be, right? Okay, here we go. A little bit of resistance there. It's a dangerous zone here. Great call on FNGR. Does COSM have any life left? I haven't actually seen what COSM did today. I remember I put out a video on Friday saying that we were about to get an upside. All right, here's the retracement, right, my brother? We're testing the top side of the range here, 3 spot 618 250. That doesn't mean that it can't push anymore. This could be also a little bit of a loading zone. There are better setups. Don't have to get married to one stock. Definitely not. Never marry one stock. Right now, what's in play? It's what's in play. Doesn't mean it's going to be in play tomorrow. What is TUP doing? All right, here you go. Continuing the pullback, just like we said, finding the guide and the resistance from the SMA 10. Nice. That's literally what we were talking about. Very good. Thanks, buddy. No, thank you, dude. No problem at all. I forgot what was it, by the way. what were we looking at just now? Getting that pullback. Hey, dude, be careful, bro. Okay, be careful. Off-grid gorilla. COSM looks like a double bottom. Let's take a quick look. COSM. Oh, right. I mean, this is pretty normal, team, for us to come back and validate these lines. This is the moving average here. This is the negative volume index, right? So, man, very interesting upside all the way up to 168 yesterday, pulling back, giving back literally almost around 70 to 80%. Yeah, it could be a little micro double bottom. Right, even if it reached, it could still be considered a double bottom if it reached 149. It's at 151 right now. Price action already reached a low of 150. So technically that's, I mean, I would rather it really touched, I mean, a true 149, right? So as that would indicate a closer proximity double bottom. Okay, so another thing that we can look at here is the ladder down. So you have ladder 1, 2, 3, you have 4, 5, 6, 7, and this is number 8 starting to consolidate. That's usually kind of what would happen after so many ladder downs, right? So the probabilities start to increase as you approach test number 4, right? So ladder number 4 would be a good probability for an upside. Ladder 5 would be a better probability, 6 better, 7, and so on, right? So that's kind of how to look at that too, and that's particular to the ladder attacks. Only the ladders can be looked at in that fashion, okay? Because if you're looking at your ladder downs in a form of like maybe an ascending channel or a triangle testing those resistances, no, because when you're headed to the downside like this, you're counting up your ladders, right? When you're looking at a broadening descending wedge like the ones that we've been looking at, you have 3 tests followed by a true breakout test on number 4 or 5. Anything after 5 is considered to be questionable and potentially bearish. So this is why I'm saying that this rule that I'm giving you about ladder 1, 2, 3, the higher probabilities, as you can see here, test number 4 was a pretty significant bounce. That's because people are already seeing that test number 4, right? Then you have the test number 5, you have 6, and then whatever that was. Let me see, 1, 2, 3. Yeah, you have that 4 bounce here. That 5th gets a little more probability. 6 gets a pretty nice bounce to the upside too. 7 consolidation. That is pretty okay, right? I think it was 7 or 8. I forgot how I counted it, but yeah. Despite the fact we're way above 4, and that's usually a pretty good sign for reversal. And what the heck is going on with FNGR not getting damn filled here? GTII, where you at? consolidating. It's okay. Northwest. I wonder if Arca night trades in his head before he goes to sleep. So I have master's students, and I'm trying to correct a lot of assignments right now, right? And we just oh, by the way, I don't know if you guys know this, but Off Grid Gorilla, he's also one of the master's students. He actually ended up with a pretty nice score. I think it was 110 out of 115 on his final exam. Everyone was 80% and up. Right, so that is a very, very impressive score from the master's students, man. So I'm very happy that I wasn't just talking to a wall, right? Super afraid that I just ended up talking about stock and then everybody falling asleep. Give me a love. I'm very happy about that, team. Very happy. Okay, so now the time is approaching 10 a.m. team. This is around the time where I feel like I have to kind of make a decision here of whether I'm going to chase a little bit or we're going to get it. Yeah, it's already recovering. 588, damn it. Come on. What is happening here? Jeez. Okay. I think I might take that little bite. The one notch, man. Get the hell out of here. Why did you do that to me? What did you just say to me? What the hell do you mean? Oh my goodness. Unsettled cash. Yay! Let's see if we can drop the amount here. Okay. All right. Oh goodness. It filled right before it went up. Interesting. Damn it, man. I hated that the damn cash didn't settle. So it also has to settle after the sell too. Oh my goodness, that's so annoying. Very annoying. Cool deal. Okay. All right, risk on. Risk is on. What's the low that this... Let me see the Gaussian band here. This was facing a 542 touch. We're at 587. That's too far. I was saying that we could test the top side of the resistance here, right? So 713 to around 805. Not this time. This is the bi-monthly. We reached this target not recently, right? We reached it before. So I was thinking that we could get that top side, 713 to 805, come back and validate the 542 yet again. I'm not sure that that's going to happen soon, though, just to be clear here. Right, so let's look at the daily on FNGR and see what the deal is. Let me go back to the next chart here, as I do have... Cool. Let's pull up the daily. Huge indecision here. 587 resistance, not bad. Let's see that golden cross, right? Let's see what it's doing. Man, very close, team. If I think, yeah, we may get some recovery here at about 10:30 a.m. Could be just the quiet period is always so damn boring. Starts to slow down a bit, but yeah, the daily volume is already 785,000. Very nice. Yesterday's daily volume was 1.034 million. Day prior to that, 800,000, 400,000 prior to that, 800,000 prior to that, 890. Wow. Yeah, so there is an increase in volatility for sure. It's nice. Off Grid Gorilla saying, learned so much in the master's course and still learning every day. Thank you for all you do, Arca. My brother, of course, very happy to do that. We will always be students to our craft. As long as we respect the craft, I'm sure that it'll respect us back, right? So we can't take it as a joke. But it's funny to say that, right? Because we can take it as a game. A game of probabilities. Very interesting. Daniel, what's up? Can you look at MONI, please? And thank you. What's your target again to get filled? I already did. And that was literally within the area that we were in. At I was talking about 580. It reached 581. and it's at 581 again. This is pretty much it. 580 to 589 was my drop zone. Yeah, man, volatility starting to show. Very cool. Let's see, just got me some FNGR 583. Very cool. Yeah, this is ultimately support here. And it's increasing. Right, I see what happened here. Oh, cool. Hold on, team. Hold on. I need to get back into the options positions, right? Because it was actually still trying to fill an order and I had canceled it already, but I guess it didn't. Weird little blip there. Let me see if I can, yeah, September 15th. Yeah, okay, the bids are starting to increase. Nice. Okay. It's looking not bad, team. Looking not bad. That's the sec team. Let's do the 95. Let's see if it can do anything there for me. No, definitely not. Okay. Whatever. I'm long a bunch of contracts, that's for sure. Yeah, currently long about 10 contracts. Okay. All right, sorry, let's go ahead and come back to reality here. Oop, there goes gravity. What did you say, Benjamin Cowan? Just broke SMA 200 support in the 1 minute. Let's go. Wow. Dude, and I still like, oh my goodness. My brother. Those put options should be printing now, my dude. This is a resistance here. 530 is a resistance, right? So if you're gonna catch further to the upside, yeah, maybe 533, right? So the 1 minute 200 SMA is looking pretty promising to you. That's good. That's good. Let me see what the EMA 7 is actually looking like. I'll further assist here. Let me display my EMAs. That's too far. Let's look at the EMA 20. There we go. The EMA 20 is also respecting that side too. We got a quick bounce on the 15-minute EMA 30. Definitely not there. So yeah, the EMA 20 and 30 are kind of at play right now. So let me just kind of put those up just a little bit like this, and this one right up here like that, right? So that's I mean, I'm thinking 533, right? But it's a range of about 533 to 534 if it does get that resistance touch, right? So we were already able to see this downside coming in from up here, right? Very, very good deal. Off-grid Gorilla, you should be printing. Matcha, what's up? So you're saying, Arca, how does Yell look for, well, bankruptcy plays in general. Nice, 526 touch. Remember, my bro, that I'm looking at, I mean, temporary support at 517 to bounce and validate the EMA 30 at 524. Continuation to the downside, and that would be 509 to about 503, and that would be a zone that I would start looking at as a. I don't know. I mean, I already don't like this, right? There's already, or I like it as a short thesis, right? Because you're breaking market structure to the downside, which means that this upside here, the difference between this point and this point is so small, nothing like this here to here, right? So these little tiny increments here are suggesting some the bull exhaustion. 24 minutes ago, struggling Tupperware, yellow joined meme stock club with rally. So that's not good, right? That'll give anybody some fear. So I find the downside to be of higher probability here, and we could just ride the wave here, right? So it's already 10:02 a.m. I think it still has room. I think it still has room to run here, because the last thing we want is a 10:30 shift and this thing runs, right? So yeah, keep we are in the green. Okay, good. So yeah, low vol. That's literally why I'm saying that there's see, there's this, right? So you have this declining volume with an increase of price action in a larger time frame, but in a shorter time frame, you're getting decrease in volume with decreased downside. So that's a bullish outlook there. So this could be trying to recover soonish, right? But there's still, I mean, there's still a little bit of an uptick here in short activity or downside activity. So it's making me feel like we could still print a little bit lower, right? So 15 minutes still showing a pretty significant downside here. 30-minute time frame also with a downside there. Let's see the 5 minute. 5 minutes showing downside too. I'm actually looking at this now. So SMA 50, 532, similar rejection as the 533 that we were looking at earlier. Hourly time frame, let's see. The hourly time frame is currently bouncing from the SMA 10 and the EMA 7 and using the 530 resistance that we have as a resistance. Okay, so with a downside pivot. So look at this, the hourly MACD is about to create a bearish cross. I still am favoring the downside with this, and I still feel like it has more room to push here. So, you know, at least that's just my guess, right? So I try to, this is good practice for me, team, because for a while there, I was not practicing my discretion. I was practicing quantitative trading and algorithmic trading because I felt like there was more than just a chart. There was more than that, right? So, oh, look at this. There's a gap here. Oh, that may be the one. If this goes further, if this goes far into the deep area, you have another range to look at 457. Damn. If you do that, that would be one entire point. So whatever amount of contract that you have, so say you have a delta of 54, that's a delta of 54. So you complete the dollar. Gamma applies to the delta there, which is around 17 cents, I think. I don't know. Right, so that would be 54 cents plus 17. Right, so that what is that, like 62 or something? So you get that 62 or 63 times 100 shares of one contract, that's $63. Let's just say you had 10 contracts, right? $630 for every dollar move you get to the downside. That's pretty impressive. This may actually want to touch that gap here. 450s, 450. Let me see the low exactly. 456. Wow. 456. And it's range to the upside. Okay, so let me. $456 to $468 at the best case scenario, right? So 530, 532 is a resistance we're looking for. And then potential downside. Everything is still pivoted towards the downside too. 10:06 a.m. Pacific time. Not looking bad. Sorry, team. Did I miss? Did I miss something here? Daniel Moni, right? Sorry, dude. Let's look at it. Mondo TV Studios. Wow, barcoding on the 5 minute. Damn, huge upside, and it's barcoding on that upside. This is highly manipulated. Let me see. I don't know, actually. I can't say that. Let me bring up the ARQ composer and see if we have some short-term manipulation signals. Hold on. Oh, wow. This is okay, so composure is giving us. Okay, see what happens here, team, is this. Check it out. You have this parabolic upside, right? Then you get this sharp decline, and then you get an upside again, coming back like almost 50% of what it lost, right? So it came back 50% to what it lost, and you got this blue triangle. What that blue triangle is telling you is that the current uptrend is done. So it may be coming to an end. So you got this warning up here at about 30.70, right? So 37 cents. The price action essentially dropped right after that warning to 21. Okay, so this is indicating that it's an end to a trend. Now, it doesn't matter upside or downside. It just tells you that that's where the end is, right? So now, and then you get a validation here. The EMA2 crossing below, EMA8 crossing below the EMA2, bearish action, and then here it prints out a blue triangle again, signaling that the downside trend is done. Okay, so then you get another validation here saying that the downside trend is yet again done again, right? So now you get this upside to this area here, and then price action essentially falls all the way back down to around 27 from about 30. Now that you're getting that pump to the upside, is probably telling you that the downside pressure is done, and it's suggesting the upside, and it's already happening. That's very curious. It's giving us a signal here that the downtrend may be done. Hourly time frame giving us that signal too. 4-hour time frame, we're getting that signal there as well. This may be heading upward now. Is it getting short attacked right now? FNGR 578 drop. Ugh. Looking ugly. Looking hoogly. Well, yeah, we'll keep an eye on this team. Still looking okay. Let me go back to Moni. Money. All right, so let's observe volatility versus momentum starting from the short term. So this is a drastic amount of, this is just incredible. Volatility is entering like aggressively here. Hourly time frame, upside pivot and momentum, also increasing in volatility. That's very impressive, actually. Upside on the buy hourly. Let's see the 4-hour. I mean, everything is vertical. This may continue. Whoa, this may continue, like for real continue. Upside pivot on the 6-hour, increasing volatility. Damn, who knew? Right, I know we've been looking at it a couple times, right? So already getting the 8-hour to react to the upside with increasing volatility. This is now a huge statistical play. Let's see. Yeah, team, this is we're looking at the clearance aisle of FNGR right now. Who said that earlier? That was so funny. Oh my goodness. So yeah, upside on the 8-hour. Let's see the 12-hour time frame. Upside pivot too? Oh, dude, what? Team, I think this has days of upside. Why? What happened? Why is it doing this? This is huge. If that is the case, man, the tops, it's actually becoming a little wide for me to look at it, right? But this is very likely a resistance coming up. I'm not sure if it can be fulfilled today, but I mean, volatility is entering like crazy. Man, the merger is about to close. Does this thing have options contracts or what? Let's long them. It's a sec team. Wow. Very good deal, team. Okay, so yeah, man, I think this resistance is the one to face, and maybe the next day, 354 to 370. I can be a little tighter too. Yeah, 370 still. The clearance special is on, baby. Whoa. Team, am I still here? Let me know, team, if you... Let me know in the chat if I'm still here. If you still hear me. Alright, it just... you see this notification down here? Alright, good. Thanks, Ian. I just got a I got a disconnection and reconnection confirmation for OBS Studio, which is my streaming software. Lockup, what's up, buddy? Did we lose contact with Voyager? It was almost there. Dude. That was weird. I materialized. I'm back in. I'm back, Mark. Over the next day or two, I mean, that's pretty up there. Caught up in the moment. I definitely got caught up in the moment. I'm thinking another potential 10.5% to the upside before we can face some type of a pullback. And you know what? I'm not streaming on Wi-Fi. I'm actually I'm direct inject, man. I actually my house is it's Cat 5 ready, so every room has a direct port. So that's I'm running it hardline, right? So I'm not actually for streams like this. I don't think I would even risk it. I don't think I would even risk yeah, you know. Look at that. OBS is disconnected again. And now I'm back again. Am I actually back in now? Goodness gracious. It keeps on connecting and it's probably telling me, yo, is your son awake or what? Oh my goodness. You know what? We should check on that little guy. Yeah, so I'm breaking my rules here by holding contracts overnight, right? So I do believe that there's like a macro breakout happening for FNGR, like something a lot bigger than what we're thinking, right? So that's the reason why I'm buying September ones. I want a longer exposure to expiry. And as you get closer to your expiration, and when you're out of the money, that's you're starting to play with fire there, right? So your theta is going to start taking over. So your theta is the measurement of how much you will lose per day of holding your asset. My kid is probably chewing on those cables, dude. He literally gets up and starts messing around with the camera. Oh, goodness gracious. So 581, holding that support. Nice. Well, I'm actually thinking that there could still be fluctuation between the area of... It's located... Let me see. I'll show you where. Right here. This is the... Here he goes, man. Successful connection again. What the hell's going on? You know what? I'm going to do this. I'm going to disconnect Wi-Fi units. Okay. So, yeah, look at the Gaussian band and the bi-monthly. That has a support area. Let me go right at the center, 545. And the pullback area that we were talking about yesterday for the pump to the upside that we got today to around $6 to $5.99, that was, or 6.18 or whatever it went to. That was the 542 bounce. So, and the Gaussian band on a bi-monthly is 545. That's highly confluent. I'm actually thinking there could be fluctuations between internet cutouts. Oh, man. Oh, no. They found me. You're holding because you have that much conviction in what you see. I do, brother. I do. I really do. There is a heavy amount of conviction in this play. Not only fundamentally or whatever, right? Including the whole combating the shorts thesis, the whole thing, right? So not only that is that it is statistically ready for a continuation to the upside. And look at this, actually very curious pullback here onto the 6-hour ARQ armor algo that we just released. Came back and tested the EMAs and actually just getting that bounce from it. So in a sense, could it be a guide? Maybe so. I'm not sure, but let's look at the broader markets too, team. We haven't seen that. Golden cross loading, that's true. The golden cross is absolutely loading, team. Let's go to that. Let's see. Let's get rid of armor. And let's see down here. Let's pull up the... Look at that. Oh, man. So close. So close. Yell. Let's look at it, my dude. Yellow Corporation. Daily time frame, huge upside. Okay, so let's look at the overall picture here. This is that same formation again. The very same one all over again. So many tickers face this like similar thing. There we go, and it could be here. I don't think it's this one. I actually do think it's this. I'm gonna favor this one here. Or wait, the green one? Uh-oh. Same difference. Okay, so let's 2, 3. It didn't quite touch there. Test 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. True breakout is 5. That's good. You can totally see that the formation is happening like this because we actually came back and supported that, right? And then we actually broke below it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah. Okay, so let's look at the natural take profit target. That's going to be located right up here at 654. Not saying that it's going there. Remember, that's just how the play works. I was able to get some on that paper trading dip. Yeah, my bro. Very recovered, as per expected. Let me just look real quick. Nice. Huge bounce from that SMA 200 on the 3-hour. I'm telling you, that's significant. We're at the resistance right now at the SMA 50. Careful. Or SMA 10. So, yeah, let's continue on the analysis here, right? So, right, I mean, this is a huge, complete break of market structure, obviously. So, what is the next move? Well, let's pull up. Hold on. Oh. We're going to have to keep an eye on a very, very critical resistance based on this daily gap here, but not to the upside. It's the support of the, or the bottom side of the gap, which is 484 to the top side of this wick here, right here to 425. That is a critical resistance and highly likely for it to find resistance here and come back to our current highs where it's the gap fill here to come back and test 329 as a support before a continuation to the upside. So let's draw that in like that. Let's just keep it in mind. Just like that, right? So essentially what we're kind of banking on here is that we would get the upside, resist from anywhere between these two levels, come back here to the 329, right? And then get that bounce to the upside and essentially fulfill this target. Upon this target reaching, you may actually encounter something like this, right? And then a potential continuation. We will see. We will see. But that's sort of what could be happening right now. Typical price action, really. Right? So let's validate. Let's go to the 30-minute time frame. Upside pivot actually recovering. Upside pivot on RSI, and we're diminishing a little bit of bull pressure there. Let's see the hourly. Hourly, it's sort of increasing still, rounding off a little bit. Increasing volatility, that's nice. Bi-hourly time frame, just vertical there, okay. And that's a nice incline and bull pressure. That's good. Maxed out volatility here, and still with an upside pivot. Granted, it's overextended. Historically speaking, at least in the immediate short term, we can see a continuation to around 88.58%. And we're currently sitting at about 81. So still some way to go, which is very much giving this validity. Let's see the 4-hour. 4-hour in the gravitational zone. Very likely to get pulled up. We have just critical volatility, man. Yeah, bro. I do feel this still has some upside to go. And now as we go to the 8-hour, you still have upside. Critical volatility. MACD looking great. This is very much in the bullish control zone. 12-hour with vertical RSI. Yeah. It's giving me validity that this is what we're looking for. We're looking for a resistance anywhere from 425 to 484. Your re-entry and confirmation will be found at 317 to 303 to 329, right? We can ride this thing to take profit at about 653, which could happen over the next maybe 2 or 3 days, maybe 4. And then pull back from that area there. This is your ultimate take profit though. And I do see it as likely, but I don't know how right away, but it looks like momentum is suggesting that. Algos be switching. They're switching it up. What time is it? It's 10:25. We should be getting the recovery on things now. Oof. Sorry, off grade. I don't know what the hell's going on with this one. Could it be facing that upside? That was still resistance though. Man, I feel like this has the potential to drop. Running out of time right now a little bit, right? 508 could be that bottom on TUP. GTII meeting the upside that we talked about last night. Here he goes, team. There it is. No way Arca saw that. 92.40 was the top side at the SMA 50 12-hour. Keep an eye on that. That's going to be a heavy resistance too. But not to say that we aren't already at a heavy resistance. Careful with that. And here's the SMA 10 that I just spoke about for resistance. Very likely for us to come back to the range of 190 to around 188 for a potential temporary pullback before an upside continuation. AMC 490. FNGR 582, validating the support of the 15-minute SMA 50, looking very good. It reclaimed it. Okay, so we may get the bounce to the upside fairly soon. LIDR, nice, found the bounce. Continuation to the upside too. Good. Okay, I like it, team. Everything is moving according to plan. And yeah, so watch out with that one, man. I think there's a good opportunity there, though. Nonetheless. And it looks like the markets are already starting to recover just a little bit too. Meta pushing an upside here. TQQQ up. Tesla is showing some serious weakness though. 30 minutes ago, Tesla, let's see, readies for a big move in one direction. The bull bear case for the tech giant. Wow. Market chatter. Okay, Tesla is applying for grants to build truck charging stations en route from Texas to California. And 2 hours ago, let's see, Tesla faces federal probe into possible steering issues in new Model 3, Model Y vehicles. No. That is the way that is outweighing the news. Wow. Okay, Apple facing a little bit of pressure here too. Nvidia essentially pushing up to the upside, and Microsoft also pushing the upside. There is a serious amount of indecision in the broader markets right now, and that's because we have giants like Tesla pressuring into the downside. Apple doing this slight downside here does not help anything. You have a Model S, does that affect it? Dude, oh my goodness, I hope not. Dude, you really do? How are those, man? Those are serious zippers. I drive an Infiniti Q50S. Let's see. COSM still above that downtrend line. Yeah, potentially tomorrow we can get it, right? So today, the target for today was met, right? Come on. Am I connected again, team? Let me know if you're still there. Yes, I have like a murdered. It's all black. I have a murdered and dropped, right? Infinity QBTS. U.S. auto safety regulations said Tuesday they have opened an investigation into 280,000 new Tesla Model 3s and Model Y vehicles over reports of loss of steering control and power steering. Damn. I upgraded from a 2000 Corolla from college. No way. It's like a spaceship compared, dude. You're doing 0 to 60 in 2.8, man. Now I'm back, right? It's so good. Okay, good. Thanks, Rocky. MMAT breaking out. What the hell? Almost there, right? We're still within that resistance range. It's going to be a tough area to get over, team. MMAT's resistance range right now is 2608 to 2788. We're right at it. But we're already knocking at the door of it, right? And this is a pretty nice macro breakout. Am I still alive? Don't tell me that, man. I'm still right here. ASMR Arca. Asmararca. Oh my goodness, dude. Where's that guy, man? J Pong, if you're still in here, man, come on. I hope you got out of this, dude. That was the chance to get out. I don't know that this is gonna recover, right? But that was not so attractive. I'm here just a little bit more laggy sometimes. Yeah, I hate that, man. What the heck? So 93, you also have a QBTS or what? Let's see what's going on with the guy, the little guy himself. What does he have to say to Daddy? You're here. Okay, I'm sorry. I just saw that, right? All right. So I ended up getting filled in my positions, holding 582 right now, leading into 1030 right now. So that's good. That's very good. Okay, team. All right, you guys, the little guy is awake. Let me go ahead and go get him. And I should be releasing some videos tonight, right, team? We'll go ahead and go over the tickers that we were looking at here and see what the potentials are for the coming days. Look at that TUP, man, going further to the upside. I hate it. Off grid, my apologies, dude. I thought we were going to reach all the way back down to 509. I'm not sure if we're resisting from the SMA 10, maybe, right? But, are you still long this? Short, I'm sorry. Are you still long the put? Thank you, my brother, for all you do. Ian Tucker, thank you so much. 93, I have an Acura RLX 2014. I was just saying the QBTS is a beaut. Dude, I love it. Yeah, it's such a cool car. It's very cool. I'm feeling a little shaky here. That's why I'm asking. The SMA 10 conversion into a support. Still downside pivots though. Oh, the 15-minute RSI is showing. I mean, that's a weird upside. I've never seen it like that. The 30-minute is showing it could be a potential betting on bad earnings. What I can see here is that there is a resistance coming up. And I think that resistance, it could be 557 to 554 potentially. Jeez, we got a clean opportunity. 519. We almost got it. That was like 80% to our destination. Huge car guy. I had a Nissan 350Z. Then I had to grow up until I got until I got more money. I'll be right back to making teenage decisions, dude. I love that 350Z. I wanted the 370, right? But I ended up getting the G37S, and I had that for a good while. Sold it, right? Went into a Honda Accord, the new ones. I hated it. Got a Q50S afterward. Targets for this afternoon for FNGR. So it's kind of hard to tell. Let's go ahead and see here. So 580 is fluctuating now, right? We're right below the daily VWAP. Let's see. I gotta go right now, team. He's awake, but let's see. 30-minute time frame downside, by hourly downside. Where does it recover? Oh, it's starting to recover around the 2 and 3 hour. Diminishing. Okay, there's a short-term pullback even still, based on the RSI. 4 hour and 6 hour. Yeah, 4 hour and 6 hour are displaying a temporary pullback. I wouldn't be surprised, team, if we came back to test the areas of about around 571 again. I would not be surprised if we came back and tested before a continuation to the upside in power hour, as it does appear that the asset does need a little bit of a break. If it does continue to the downside, team, it does have another support line to talk about. But I am not getting rid of my positions. This is just a temporary ebb and flow. Yeah, maybe back down to the areas of 558 to 570. toughest palindrome. Oh my goodness. Let's see it. I hate it, man. We had this thing in the bag. Jesus. I guess it could be, right? So it's already very, very close to that. 551. The range goes to 557. And current 50. Oh, is it trying to turn it? The 15-minute SMA 10 is, I don't know if it's fighting it or what, but it's clearly above it, right? So this could be the conversion of support. Let's go back to the hourly time frame. Okay, yeah, we're facing the slight resistance. Remember, 551 to around 557. That really sucks. It's returning it back. Let's see. Lenny, thank you for sharing that, team. Look at that. Hit that like button before we end it, peeps. Absolutely, team. Please go ahead and consider hitting that like button so we can get the algorithm to get some more retail up in here, right? So, off grid, I really hated this, man. We went up to 80% our support zone and just rejected, right at the 1030 mark. I should have been smarter. I should have been sharper about that. We're literally talking about it out loud. How upsetting, right? But yeah, let's keep an eye on that possible saving grace, right? 551 to 557 touch. Let's see if we can get a pullback to at least end green on the day. And yeah, we'll continue looking at this, team. So and yeah, remember. Oh, here it goes. 577. Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised, team, if it goes down to 558 to 570. That would be an incredible zone to get a good load there, right? So yeah, we'll look at this at the end of the day today too, team. But everything's looking good, right? This is just part of the natural ebb and flow, just zigzagging around all the way up, right, team? All right, guys. So I'm gonna go ahead and put this thing to bed. Let's get the little guy woken up and in schedule. I gotta give him some breakfast and hang out with Dad, right, you guys? So I appreciate everybody for coming by. Remember, team. Remember, never just take whatever I do show and iterate within these videos as just a form of entertainment, as I cannot suggest for you to buy, sell, or hold any assets whatsoever, ever. Hey, team, I need you to do your own due diligence and everything will be cool. With that, team, thank you, moderators. Thank you, everybody. I wish you well. A very good rest of your day. And I'll catch you later on. Adios.